when Monacy especially started off slow, Shiro to me was second, third best AWPer in the world. Monacy a step beneath him, but now Monacy has just shifted into a form where we're seeing all of the potential actualized.
Yeah, and it's against this matchup as well. We can just look at some numbers. Last two best of threes, Falcons went up against Spirit. Monacy had a 146 rating and a 149.
Jeez.
So he was definitely the key factor for them kind of cruising their way through those wins.
Seems like that's where he does his best work. Just in terms of stylistically as well, going up versus Shiro. If we do see some of those head-to-heads going down, it's not always the case with AWPers. How do we expect them to be kind of, you know, going at each other in this one?
Well, Monacy has the nickname of the Flash, not by mistake. The dude is just fast as hell. He is flicking faster than anybody. I feel like in terms of purely getting crosshair to position in a reaction, there's no one faster in the world than Monacy, and his accuracy rate is just bewildering. On the other hand, Shiro, a more stable set of hands, a guy that's going to hold the line for Spirit as they're aggressing to take space. He's going to hit that tripwire shot if anybody goes into it, but he was the best clutcher of last year, so hopefully he's able to activate some of that in this matchup.
Fingers crossed indeed, Devil Walk. Fingers crossed.
Yep.
Well, it's time to be getting our first quarterfinal underway. It is Spirit versus Falcons.
Let's go.
Into the game we go.
Let's
Here
go.
we sit with Falcons and Team Spirit. The challenge that they have not been able to overcome. 9-0 the record in the head-to-head. Falcons would have all the reasons to walk away with this victory, but it's as the pressure finds its peak so far in Budapest, and we're going to start with this fast
Ooh, fast push. Pistols onto the side already.
And so from here,
And that's a Falcons round.
Yeah, big time. Heaven retake here with two players. Donk, side of his head exposed, but Tanir gets the kill.
Donk still hunting. Tanir's put up his end of the bargain. It's a double kill for Donk, the man
They
in
were
the first
surfing.
round, and he's got the hunt player.
Jeez, game over.
He finds himself 3 within this pistol.
It's just the first grand finals to take place on a Thursday. We have a really hot match right now.
Chad, did y'all get y'all's pick'ems in? Y'all better have.
This match for Spirit is that, you know, you would
Yeah,
normally
better
expect
have.
Donk to be at the top of the board, that there be a decent core behind him. Maybe the floor of the team is going to be an issue. Versus Falcons, we had the stat last year where Nico was better than Donk, even though Donk was the better player overall. Monacy never loses to this team. There's this special relationship between Falcons and Spirit, and a special test as well for Falcons, who normally don't beat them in a playoff situation.
Auto shotty early. Singular kill for the ramp hold. And then Donk just tucks into the corner down beneath it. That Molotov holds back any kind of support from Hell. So, Donk finding timing. Unprepared was Kixan. And then up close is Chopper. So you could find more Falcons player off guard, but no sir. Held on by Kyosuke.
Avoided that really well.
Monacy saw that vent drop.
It's quite a bit of information. Thing is, we got this one gun following in behind. And, nice reaction.
That's what we were looking for the Falcons.
Falcons feel pretty sharp.
I'm kind of sore, boys. I'm kind of sore.
Shiro unable
Just
to find
trying
his
to
timing
be.
on his end of this bomb
Just
site.
trying
They
to
don't
be.
know that he's here right now, but they are being careful.
Robbed away that MP9. Take a step away. So Falcons showing us a bit of ferociousness out of the gate here, Mohan.
Yeah.
You know, confidence is definitely something that they'll be coming to this head-to-head with. Straight up A-rush.
You know what I would do if I could do it?
Again, there's less stakes in
Just
some of
have
the most recent matchups, and so even though that it's always
stream
Falcons winning, I mean,
for,
I
like,
think
watch
Spirit
parties and
know,
stuff
the team talk for themselves is that
on this monitor.
finals of a major, this is
In-game on my
Yosuke's
others.
first playoffs at a major. It's Falcons who, you know, got over the hump versus G2 and
I mean,
proved something to them.
technically
We
I
wanna rob them of that
can do
confidence
it.
again. But it's not just your regular head.
But I gotta be able to look
in
at
this
that.
series. In some ways, Spirit have an advantage. In others, Falcons have history. The one thing I'm not going to doubt is Monacy and Nico, though. I think those two things are going to be constants. Those two players are the most experienced in this situation. Those two
Also,
benefit
tell me why
from taking their win over G2.
I
That
bought
gave them the confidence to believe they can make a run here
brand
in the playoffs.
new.
And you saw Nico's
Gosh
pop off.
darn.
It was as if he won the entire major. And I think we kind of joined him in that, you know, as watching his career as closely
Like
as we
card
have.
holders
We've seen how many moments like that have been robbed away
for
from
the
him. We saw
business,
that on
for
the
my
desk.
business,
This could have been another
my
one, but
detailing
he's
business.
a different beast right now.
Has a really
I got brand new card holders, and I was gonna take them to my gym because they allow that.
Nico's shortcomings in elimination games.
And on my way to the gym last night, I was so ready. I was so excited. No, I wasn't. It was leg day. I hate leg day.
So starts this one off 0 and 2, but that's fine. You've got Kyosuke, you've got Monacy, both 5 frags apiece.
And I'm like
They are the
2
engine
seconds
of
away
Falcons
from
the
my
first 2
gym. I'm
rounds.
literally on the road that
Around
my
that
gym
MP9,
is on.
of course, comes this force buy of Team Spirit.
And I'm just listening
Trying
to
to
my
keep that
music,
pressure
you know.
on early.
And I'm about to turn into my gym and I'm like,
It starts with a
God
bit of
damn it.
timidness.
Forgot my business cards.
Nobody
Forgot my
wants
card
to
holder
make
that I spent
mistakes early.
$70 on.
Wrong mentality.
Because it's
to
real
have, though,
mahogany.
isn't it? You know,
I was gonna have the
who's gonna be
best looking
first
goddamn cards out there.
Well
to
timed.
find a gap.
Perfectly
Don't go
timed.
too slowly and make things worse. Down a number is different when you're also
And
down
spent $70
under
on a
minute.
card
This is
holder
where
when
it
I was
gets really
stupid.
scary. Round goes
Hell no.
slowly. Shiro gets more power. He's
$2.
got a scout to work with. It's
$2
time
for
a
2
nice
of them.
decisive call, Falcons. You still have the
I
edge
paid
in this
more
round.
money on the
Also just the fact
same day
comes in
shipping.
Late
Right as
squeaky
the
is the
smoke
most
is
obvious
popping.
but strongest play.
Frag grenade
Oh.
then as well. Utility's been so well timed here for Team Spirit. And they are just going to stay jumbled up on this doorway, even if Sway works.
No way Sway gets another one. That's
He
crazy.
doesn't, getting the fallback frag alongside his own death. Nico with a chance to clutch up early. 20 seconds up against him. Tough place to be in. And like you said,
Bro's
that
gotta
scout
find
gets more
head.
dangerous. And sure enough, there it is. Shiro
Bro
arrives
did
on
not
the
find
scene. We've
head.
got a well-positioned Team Spirit on that squeaky door. It was the point of contention the entire round. The grenades are so well placed. The back-to-back smokes with that opening MP9 kill. Hell, even the frag grenade that whittles them down right before all of the Falcons fall.
It's definitely the nature of which that round was lost for Falcons. That's already a little bit concerning on their end. I mean, everyone dies coming out of Squeaky, whether it's earlier or later into the round. But it's by the end that Spirit know exactly what they're going to try to do, and I don't think Falcons believe they could have recovered the situation. So.
Oh.
Now we have seen, I think, Kicksan's T-sides on Nuke. Sometimes it does feel that. He can't make the decisive call to get everyone together. They can get a little bit scared, but then they can also bring it back. And that's why they also have Nico with the experience to make mid-round adjustments and calls.
Ooh, exposed, but not dealt with. Team Spirit's early CT pressure with that back-to-back force buy works out. Gives them a comfortable one now. Walk across the outer smokes goes pretty well for Falcons, not only moving that scout over, but that's the bomb carrier in Monacy, so still hoping somebody will step up into that scope. Oh, Chopper, in the meantime, gets aggressive into lobby, right? You're losing outer, you know it. Team Spirit decide to get active, and I think a certain bit of fearlessness is what they have to come to the server with today. I think that you see that
Wait, they're on
fearlessness in their
Deagles?
decision to force
Oh, wait,
buy
I
round
guess.
2 and 3.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Saving just the MP9 from the second.
Yeah.
Bit of damage here for Kyosuke to have to handle, so that Desert Eagle rings off. Chopper taken down to half health, but again, you've got.
It's crazy that you're
right?
my first
Shiro
viewer
locked
today.
into his corner. You
Usually
can
it's
give
Agent or
Falcons a bit of
Crayons.
space.
You can, but I do like that.
It's crazy that you're my
right
first
away,
viewer.
they're not scared of them. Now, if it ends up being a mistake for them, then obviously they'll regret that and be embarrassed. But so far, so good here for Spirit.
Just the right
Ooh,
amount of pressure comes
Shiro.
back from Spirit.
There's one
And
who's
Kicksan is
infiltrated
already up
We've
here.
got one above.
Oh no.
Kicksan's sitting top of the ladder. He could look downstairs, but he
he'll
could also
actually
just
have-
go to the site.
They'll have a chance for one good shot.
Monacy drops in the meantime. He wants to find that A player, and it's an
Nice
instant
shot.
headshot. Sway's popped. Missed chance on the player behind boxes. Nico will handle that one.
Dang.
Bomb goes down.
This was not working with a lot, but they do know the positions of the two Falcons players. Certainly
Well,
recoverable, and we see that
at least they get the bomb down.
instantaneously. Shiro coming through with the double, majority alive here for Spirit. I'd say
2-2
certain
tied.
bit of timidness, but just still the right amount of pressure.
Where's
Taking
everybody
that
at?
Peek out from Hell Window, coming back from Hut to clear rafters.
Dude, imagine if it was Kicksan up in heaven that one time.
Imagine.
What a shot.
Could have been the major.
What the heck?
We're all tied up here, folks.
That's-
2-2 out of the gate.
And it's funny because it's like on the basis of skill and the basis of head-to-head, I mean, all that stuff should be like, okay, Falcons every day of the week. But what we'll see in this matchup is that Spirit are going to try to show them that they're not scared in this particular situation, in this 360 arena in the quarterfinals.
Why is there nobody
And
at
what's
the
also
major
interesting
right now?
about
This is like a
been,
grand finals
really
match.
critical of a player like Sway, but in their series last, it's not really Sway that stood out as the issue for me. It's the fact that, Donk gets countered a lot. He has had matches where he's played well versus Falcons, but also some struggle sessions. And actually, Tanir has had, a really rough event. And it's
Me
been really
personally,
bad.
I run it down main with the
But since
Deagle.
Pro League, it hasn't been that great. And I'm a huge Tanir guy. I think, like, obviously from Heroic, who wasn't. But it's two players who are replacing two players who, on a stats basis, were getting called out. But in other bases, we're being told, hey, they add a lot of value. So they have to justify
Deep ass
that one way
smoke.
or
Holy
another.
cow.
We will never forget Magic's 69 frags in the grand finals of Shanghai.
Yeah.
You can criticize him during the slower parts of the season, but you've also got to put up when push comes to shove, and this is going to be a shoving match all night long.
It's so quiet.
Desert Eagles look for heads again.
I don't think there's anybody in the arena.
To find theirs. And a little look over towards the ramp, perhaps. You know, Falcons just moving it around, letting that utility trickle out from Spirit.
Yeah, this is the one anchor position I actually like to see his way in. I really don't mind. He's
GG's Nico, see you in the lobby.
Pressure's going to come to other parts of the map. I think ramp was brought up, but here they've doubled up.
Ready to take a look at it. Tanir with Shiro. Easy pickups thanks to the headshots. Frag grenade to really solidify this, and it's going to be all 5 alive for Team Spirit.
But you see, notice they actually left way upstairs by himself. It's actually ramp. They
Whoa, what's up with all those
They're gonna
seats
counter Falcons'
empty?
game plan like that. Falcons do have a habit
Whoa.
of trying to, like, bully the one player, bully the weaker side of the map. They'll really go for it.
Chat, somebody donate me $1 million
Falcons
so I
does
can
too
take
as
up those
well. That's
seats.
one place
Oh
where
wow,
Blade
there really are a
definitely
lot of empty
struggles,
seats.
and actually where Spirit will overstack with 2-3 players. So they're trying to play pragmatic and adapt to
What
what
time
they
is
think
it in
Falcons are gonna
Budapest?
Try to do, not just 2-1-2, one player ramp, whatever it is, a normal setup.
Is it early? Is it late? If it's early, gamers don't wake up.
So that CT side takes the lead
If
early.
it's late, gamers should already be awake.
Back-to-back force buys nets Team Spirit the 3-round streak. Time for the Falcons to try to break back through, but I mean, they have been allowing Spirit to survive
like, what
the
the
majority
flip?
each of these 3 rounds that they've won. Not a single death in the round prior, and only a single bomb plant so far as well for the Falcons.
You would think the Falcons and Spirit would get a lot more
It's an
people
early
to go
taste of
watch.
victory with those first 2 rounds, but we're gonna have to see a bit of success within these moments, and so they'll go for that back-layered smoke on the cross. And no pressure out of it, really. Team Spirit, when this outer yard is going, have really had this affinity to just go take lobby instead.
As long as you don't leave with nothing. So they don't put pressure on the cross here. Now they're assisting the rotation downstairs, plus they've already taken over Hut. So it's, actually, the answer has to go back to Falcons. And since they've grouped up quite heavily, they don't really get to trick the Team Spirit here. This is actually the big player of the round.
One of the biggest players of all time. Nico sits on top, waiting for the headshot to try to come his
Donk
way.
is just watching for a big garage wrap, so extremely passive setup.
Not the first one either that Spirit have played.
That leaves that hell gap open. Even they see that coming out, they're going to be unnerved.
Nico trying to work.
Honestly finds one, Donk, credit
He
card,
has to watch his own smoke gap.
Now Shiro from the top of the bomb site just
and nobody was watching that.
sprays down all 3 attempts.
And
doorway, and
well,
it is another unsuccessful
let's go
one for the
next.
Falcons, as once more majority alive.
You know, not all smokes are missed equal. Sometimes it's a mirage window smoke that's an establishing smoke, but no one's playing it, no one watches it. Or what? This is a
I thought
position
that
where
smoke was
this is
supposed
so
to block
critical
off
to
heaven,
literally what the guy who's scaling outside
so
is
they
gonna
don't
see.
watch the cross.
And
But I guess it
that one
doesn't make
misses, and
sense.
You can't afford that. You cannot miss utility in a game like this.
I mean, think about it. Nico is
Since
looking
they
at the
smoked
window that was
outside
supposed
red
to
box, it
smoke,
crossed
Donk
over
just
to
shoots him in the side of
what's
the
it
head.
called?
That smoke actually lands. Where's Nico holding, and does Donk get away with it?
For who we called the big threat of the round as well.
Yeah, fair point. Turns out the biggest threat was Shiro downstairs. That triple
They've
mow down on the doorway.
Interrupted this one. This is good.
Nice shot by Donk, tracking down Nico through the smoke as we find Falcons back in with a bit to work with, but not the rifles, not back to back. Oof, almost. 99 damage versus Chopper down in Vents. That Tech 9 kill that could have been would have served as a kickstart and possibly a panic moment for the Team Spirit defense, but instead, they're still fine.
Salatuda.
Never do 100 damage in one bullet, so the justice has been served. And look at the upgrade Chopper gets, actually.
Damn.
We'll have him on an op now.
4 by power hollows on red line.
Shots out of Donk again. You've already got that track kill on Nico through the smoke. His sprays are on.
Why did that craft become so
I'm
famous?
more interested
Those are
in,
online too.
like, every
Is it
single
because
setup
it's
so far, whether
4
it's
by power
upgrade,
hollows?
too varied, looks
Because to be
outside,
honest,
or
I'm gonna say something
appearing to
crazy,
not respond, but actually rotating down very well.
and I don't even think it's that
Extremely
crazy.
effective.
I don't really like the red line.
Find openings into the A side as the last
Nice
man
shot.
up will remind you of what he's capable of, but that's about where he ends. Sway with another moment to be proud of inside of this A site, just puts in that last frag all too easy. So now we're looking at a Spirit board that across this entire map so far is showing us potential. And I think that if Spirit are going to win, if they are finally going to shake off Falcons, it's going to take that, right? The floor to rise and that ceiling to stay as high as it has been all major.
I mean, there's the stat going around that it's Kyosuke's, you know, first major playoffs that if he wins, he beats out Donk as the youngest ever major winner by 6 days. I mean, to Donk, like, there's something about saying that that's interesting, but it actually happening almost never does, right? Donk winning last year is an absolute anomaly because,
really?
well, when do you ever see a guy
Min
like that
wear?
happen twice? And,
It's
not
$200
Kyosuke
for
who's
stat
carried
track
Falcons
Minware
every
is
single
300?
game. Like he was in the beginning.
What
It's
the
actually a much
fudge?
healthier Falcons, but he's one of 5 fingers on
This
a
is
hand.
not
It
even
used to
that
be
cool
him,
of an AK.
him with 4, and like there was too much space given to him only. But you know, actually turning that stat into a reality, winning the whole major, well, that's another feat. And Spirit know that. They proved their half. Now Falcons have to prove theirs.
Faster one to this as Nico takes up position inside of the main smoke, drops down to the 8 play. Falcons have got their entry. Sway's gonna shut it down. Kyosuke with 1. Sway from the ramp.
Come on,
That's what we're talking
Well.
about. Triple spray down for a player that struggled in this position since he started in Team Spirit. The growth is real off a round like that.
It's one of the only spots. I'm liking him on the floor. Such a good anchor here right now. And versus Falcons, the last time they played Nuke, he almost got an ace.
Let's strike it up, go next.
Nico shuts down the Tessa, swing through smoke and commits as he has to hold back the HUD.
That's great to see. For a guy who's under the microscope right now, who's trying to justify his spot, who's coming into a team that, you know, picked up a major last year. He picked up Cologne with this roster already. That's the progress that you want to watch with Sway.
It's one of the faster rounds the Falcons end up throwing on this T side. Can't help but feel like they're starting to feel a little bit boxed in.
I think this is where it comes back to Kicksan, to be honest. And, you know, we talk about a lot of players on the team, especially Nico and his story and some of the big games that he's lost, but, like, Kicksan has to be a really strong caller. And I think
Dude,
some
I
of the
can't
new
believe
T-sides
Nico's gonna have to
been
wait
interesting
another
in the
year
last
to
couple
try to win a
weeks.
major.
And more than that, just indecisive. I think that's the key word.
That's insane to me. That's insane to me.
Execute set up for the A side in a minute, trying to catch him on timing. Sway's under pressure and bind by him.
Have at it.
Just a mow down of the attempted exit out through the squeaky side. Shiro's gonna drop in, and that's gonna take Nico down to a mere 0.5 HP. Sway's wall bang comes out from over on vent side, and this is just a suffocating round yet again.
Bro, they swung each other at the same time.
Yeah, he beat it Sway.
Damn.
Keep beating him.
Whoa. It would have been one thing to walk into this server and to fight Falcons to the very end. It's a whole other beast for this impenetrable CT side to make Falcons so far look like fools.
This is going to be the head-to-head that counts. No matter how many 5 maps in a row or whatever, this is going to be the one that's remembered.
That famous
Looks like
Nico
Spirit understood
Deagle
the
on
assignment.
Nuke.
Falcons, quick start, but since then, nothing.
7 rounds.
And I'm talking
Now
about the
in a row for
Navi
Spirit,
whiff.
Only one bomb plant within them all. Back to the gun rounds, where last time we saw them take that more aggressive look into the A site, trying to play with timing.
Tessa's not in the game yet either.
Flash over top.
Bro, Tessus has a goose egg?
Doesn't move a muscle. Shiro gonna try to hunt as that smoke soon to fade. Covers the cross of 1, fired his feet. That's a 5 versus 4,
Soki finds
but
Chopper,
one punch
Monesi
shot.
finds
A
Shiro.
frag grenade for Monesi, so be
And
it.
he's ready for the
Beats
spirit
it,
crawl up.
offers,
Kyosuke.
goes deep. Monesi finds his second.
Okay.
Tessus finally gets his first kill.
Falcons find their moment after that 7-round streak.
They're
We don't
finally
see one
helping each
player
other,
pop
boys.
off, but everything comes together as one.
It's so beast the way that Monesi can peek into Shiro to get that kill. It's actually the last series they had. He dry swung into Shiro and beat him out on time alone. And when I watched that happen last time, I thought Shiro must have been distracted. Here he wasn't at all. He was only watching this angle, so it's a really insane impact that we get. And they figure out how to build momentum and snowball really quickly within one round. Now it's on Falcons to try to make it back-to-back, because this half actually isn't too far from recoverable. This is a good start.
Just the nature
Kyosuke
of
as well is nice.
victories here for Spirit. You know they're going to have tons of cash and still fall back on its buys to the very end. With 2
They just
rounds
went
left.
gunny that round.
And Kyosuke is also this X Factor versus Spirit, where he's played extremely well. He's taken over an entire game versus Spirit in a Falcons jersey.
Partners odds have Spirit as they come through with the 7-3 lead, even in the face of this late Falcons rebuttal. Just a glance over top of Silo. And a far more vacant yard this time from Spirit as well, right? A stark contrast to the last round when they stacked Chopper behind Red and had two supportive elements still floating over towards the CT spawn. It's just a deeper look from Shiro and Donk playing on the close smoke, but nobody there just yet.
They always keep it. They always keep it covered from one perspective or another, though. They've got Chopper here. They've been waiting for the upstairs hit to take place. Kiosuke comes in through Mini.
Missed shot from Shiro's not going to find the answer back. 3 versus 5, demanded of Spirit.
But the bomb is back and spawned somehow, even where this mini drop has taken place.
Kixan scoops that up as we look to Kyosuke to almost get killed out of main. He's hiding in that corner. There's an op on him. And as Nico locks in from the side of Garage, he gets there in the end. A bit of a late a couple shots to tap down Shiro, and we could be looking at back-to-back moments here for the Falcons. It was almost 5 players flawless. Chopper's got a late response, and Falcons
Chopper clutch? Hold on, wait a second.
Again, we talk about money built up as that streak of Team Spirit's round is so long. But even then,
he's not even on the bomb side. Never mind.
Falcons have established a 4th.
That was such nice control of his aggression right there. Kyosuke took that opportunity to take a peek into Mini, then went a little bit deeper. There wasn't a round behind it, but he didn't full commit to taking upstairs by himself. Kind of both flex the fact that it's him, and he should be able to, when he sees an opportunity, go for a duel like that, but also didn't overcommit. That's real class from him.
Here it is. Merges through smoke, shoots Donk in the back of the head.
What's kind of wild about this is with the mollies and the flashes, like this could have just been an upstairs hit behind it, but they take their advantage. They press it even harder. It feels like last round. So that's 2 in a row. A little different this time, which is nice. The variety's coming through. And even though Spirit made a nice bounce back, these 2 last rounds have been a bit of a mystery, I feel like, for them.
You said it at one point in this half, Team Spirit understand the assignment, and it feels like a team that's done their homework and has come in prepared to impress. But that Falcons breakthrough, no doubt enough of a T-side already, a 5th. Well, then they'd be switching sides with real momentum. Kyosuke and m0NESY have been critical with this outer success, and so no surprise to see him scouring the field looking for that first point again. It's not every round that you're going to get to shoot Donk in the back of the head. Made it all the easier in the round previous, but we do get that crossover to Secret in 1. Shiro hasn't seen much action towards the ramp. If he's not careful, they could round that corner at a moment's notice. This is Spirit starting to look for a press. You think back to all the times that they pushed into the lobby. Well, they're on the brink of doing it again. From both sides, 2 players.
Kixan finds a pick.
Taps Donk out of the round. That's gonna
Good molly.
Oh,
not a good molly. How's he not burning? And then Zwei finds another one.
Nico from inside of this corner can catch them on the fallback.
Zwei's still going.
It's going real well. Nico's answer still finds its
Zwei ace clutch. Zwei ace.
Zwei is the anchor and ace in the final round of the CT side.
Whoa.
Will give Falcons something to think about.
That's why they replaced Magics. I gotta pee.
A lights-out performance for Zwei. That A-bomb site was impenetrable throughout this attack out of the Falcons side. Not once was he the opening death, and once upon a time, a liability within this bomb site, within this map.
No, within Spirit as an anchor, but I'd say on Nuke has been one of the only times you've seen serviceable performances. The fact that he's doing it versus what's their biggest rival right now speaks volumes. To do it on stage is amazing, and you know, didn't get the applause that he deserves since that happened at the end of the break, but an ace here on stage in quarterfinals. Hats
Let's
off
see
to
if they can
Zwei.
win a CT round.
That also puts a stop to the small frustration that Team Spirit had in those last 2 rounds. I think they lost 1 player.
Ooh, Donk.
Damn.
Execution of Tessas. He is not having a fun game.
Damn.
11 as Tanir comes through with a second in the pistol. Chopper's anchoring out towards Spawn's going to keep Monacy preoccupied. He would have loved to have taken a look at sight, but that's going to welcome back Team Spirit. They'll just simply come kill him.
Oh, come get a kill at least.
Chopper escapes, runs for the hills as his teammates do all the grunt work. Bomb down inside of this A site. And it wasn't that immediate hit that the Falcons themselves threw onto that A site in their own T side. This was just a certain
This was the
pause
Falcons
and then
map
that
pick.
follow through. And Team Spirit's pistol, as convincing as you could ask. Kyosuke will find 1 for the road as 4 stand strong, and we've got Spirit running off with this victory.
Mentally, we can't just walk by this map because this should have been way more competitive without the second pistol. It's going to be a struggle session here for Falcons. They absolutely need to make some sort of comeback, and I think mentally they need to prove something on this map. It's not just the series that they've won. They've won every single map so far, right? They've never even had to come back into a lopsided game like this. The closest Spirit have gotten in the last 5 maps is getting an overtime loss. So they have to prove this is not like them. Kyosuke's got an MP9 this round. Okay. Some kind of no scout involved.
Saw the power of the force buy for Spirit CT side.
So he's got
Let's
the
see it.
MP5, 'cause he's got
Kyosuke
like that right now.
on
Can do
top
anything
of
he
boxes.
Off
Too
the
bad
east
this is
round
an
as well.
A-pop.
Go ahead.
18 and 8. He's right now. He's babysitting Donk over here at 12 and 5. So let me show you how it's done.
Molly for the hut pop out. I mean for the mini pop out. Is that mini or is that hut?
Unarmored opponents versus Kevlar. We'll see.
So the fan club could be called Zwaniacs.
Okay.
Yeah, like Zaniacs or something like that. Obsessed with Zwei.
Uh-oh.
Creeping in
This
with
could be a
Disney.
really good time lobby crunch.
Targets are right there, and they keep checking their back every once in a while, just
Nope.
in time. Easy
Coulda been.
shutdown for the flank. Look for a second, like maybe Team Spirit weren't going to hold it, but they really allowed Falcons to just simply come to them. And while the bomb gets stalked in the process, again, it's just this 1 death. So Team Spirit into the double digits. We have Falcons sitting on 4 rounds at the moment.
First two were good. Didn't see a lot of energy coming out of Spirit. They're wondering why they didn't start well, and then they just got back. Like CT side, all their movements and everything. I mean, apart from Zwei having a really great day right now, they still had every CT protocol in place to counter all the outside hits that were coming. The amount of times they played inside of Secret, the amount of times that they punished the cross smoke, whether it was rotating early, nading it, volleying the smoke, putting damage across.
What the
They
fuck?
had an answer for every single team play.
Now they're going to go fast, right? Big
Oh, Tessus.
This is the guy who had 1 frag just moments ago, right? Double Desert Eagle headshot.
I legitimately got scared because I saw a woman on my screen.
Gets Team Spirit
I don't
thinking
see
for a
many of
second. I
those.
mean, they wanted to play rapid into that bomb site. They're met by some resistance. That's what you can't expect when you play so quickly. And so you almost pay the ultimate price.
This one's possible for Monacy.
He's got Donk locked in towards Hut, and Shiro with that MP5. He's going to have his back turned as Donk comes through.
Never
There's
mind.
your savior. A quad kill for Donk to recover after the double Desert Eagle shots out of Tessas.
Second one was jumping. Very nice round out of Tessas. Nice try, and you know maybe that gets him back into the map. But what is the map right now?
I mean,
it's abysmal.
2 rounds from the loss here.
Yeah.
2 kills for Tessas. It's still a 3 and 13 scoreline individually.
At least Vitality from
What are
and
we thinking
Mongols
about
would be
here?
sued.
This is not a best of 5. Got to get that engine going, Falcons.
Few gun rounds we might actually end up seeing in the second half.
How many tack pauses are we getting so far?
I know Hallie took one the moment Spirit lost the round.
Well, that's not even the guy I'm talking about.
But what a contrast. Up 7-3 and immediately calls one.
Absolutely.
And look what it was worth, right? One round at the end of that first half just for the road. Nico, back turn to him. Doc's gonna be the first casualty of round 16. But
Instant trade on his way.
yes, sir. Star of the show. Tanier comes out from
Bro, they
Sport,
just
double on his own.
cannot kill.
Sets the heavens ablaze. And Modesty burns down by half health as he just commits
If your
himself
name
to
isn't
this
Modesty
long
or
side, but there's no real
Kiyosuke,
commitment
you
on
can't
the
get a
other
kill
side.
right now.
He has to be a hero right now. What else is going to do? Running in now.
Tessa's
dropping
3
on
and
the floor,
14
forcing
off of
the
a
wrong
double
person to take their
deagle, getting
avoidance
one
entirely.
round on the
Kiyosuke
T side.
Can't be a cliff. Bullets into the railing. Bullets between Modesty's eyes. And
Damn,
Spirit
go
are out
next.
The time to kill right now on Spirit is spectacular. These headshots instantaneous. Straight frag
Go
as clean as you need them to be.
Next.
And look at the map points they have at hand. This,
Let me text my brother.
Did
This
feel
is
like
not a
games-
game.
Yeah, this is. It's not even gotten started yet. We're getting no energy out of Falcons, whatsoever. The 2 rounds they won were awesome. They seemed to be totally irrelevant at this point, especially not building any momentum off their pistol, not getting the ending the last round, which is obviously an ace from Zwei. Basically everything Spirit need to like make sure that this is one-sided has happened for them.
I think a one-sided game as well.
I also don't like the 3rd round right after they're winning. They could have won that again. You know, they had another anti-eco, another anti-force spider, and they looked already really sloppy in that moment. And yeah,
The lights are too bright for the boys. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
So I feel like it's a combination of the nerves and the
They
game
went the
plan.
distance against
Unfortunately,
G2
for
just to
Falcons,
lose in the
Falco
first
now
round of the major playoffs. Should have just given the round to G2. Nobody would have expected anything of him.
Nico trying to take things into his own hand. He'll lose vision. Knows the targets are floating out there, but will be whittled away by Zwei.
Destroyed with that smoke.
And that's Zwei's 20th frag on Nuke already. 16 rounds into play. The 17th could still be his best yet.
I mean, this is zero communication now. He's just still up here on Silo. Was that even comped?
Feels like he can do whatever the hell he wants.
If this is Zwei, if this is the performance Zwei's putting up in this match, bro, give the fucking trophy to Spirit right now.
Now they've already opened up their next idea. Now with 2 guys on the floor here for Falcons, they're gonna one last Hail Mary.
Trying to push, right? You've got to take something. You've got to get the game going.
That's a perfect spot to hold it from.
Yeah, it feels like they're being read like a book yet again. And if you don't bring down a single player,
So good.
you were never in this game. Falcons have had a critical
Well,
error out of the gate in this
Ace
quarterfinals.
Kiyosuke clutch has got to
They've been
be
absolutely skill checked, shaken to their core.
Every member of Team Spirit
at least
has
they're
had a moment
pushing the
where they
right
could look back
site
and
for
say,
Kiyosuke
yeah,
to
what
get
are
a
the
clutch
Falcons
on. But what are you looking
in
outside
comparison?
for, bro?
You've got Donk right where he needs to be. You've got Zwei beyond his
GG,
limits.
let's go Dust 2.
And Kyosuke, in an unwinnable 1 versus 5, has been found out. Everybody's going to come and challenge. Because not only have Spirit just picked up the first map of this quarterfinals, but you have
boys.
put a dent in their confidence.
The worst part is, Spirit didn't even have to try that hard. I barely got going talking about this match. Everything Spirit did was major playoffs quality. Everything Falcons did showed us that this is where the match matters the most for them. This is where the head-to-head before this match doesn't. And this is where they could be fully embarrassed on stage versus what would be one of their favorite opponents.
In one of the hottest quarterfinals of this event, anticipated to the max.
Hottest?
At the moment, Falcons, nothing but a speed bump.
Brother,
in the face
nothing's
of Team Spirit
happened on the
and
side of
Zwei.
the Falcons. It's all Spirit. The names are bringing more attention than the action. I'm sorry. But you cannot be the Falcons and play this abysmal. Falcons ranked number 2.
How you moving so on the speed? I just been bringing the heat.
Are you kidding me? Valve ranking number 2, world ranking number 3. You cannot be playing this poorly. How did Aurora get above G2 here? We did better than them in the major. Come on now. Like I said, world rankings don't really matter, man. You're a pro team. Pro teams can beat anybody.
You see the match. We see every restart behind it. You see lightning fast reflexes. We see countless hours building trust. You see a single moment of triumph. We see the 1,000 failures that forged it. Victory isn't just the moment. We win because we reached it together. Level up as one.
Where in retake will you pull out the clutch? Where you'll be testing your deadliest thing? Where are we perfectly training all day? Ready? X-play, 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 GG!
Team Falcons. My first career was in the military. I was 29 years in the military, and I was 23 years in Special Forces. Then I left the military in 2009 and took up psychology. And then in 2017 I went into sports. Along that, I was in esports, started with Astralis, and then I went together with Danny Sonic to Vitality. From Vitality I went to Falcons, and that's where I am now. I'm the main psychologist on our Counter-Strike team because it is one of our prioritized titles. I think we are in the esports community, we are still a very young and still a very immature organization, and there's nothing wrong with that. The biggest hurdle is to make the players understand that performance is not only about hours behind the computer. It is having a curiosity about the sleep, the nutrition, the physical training, and all that. So it is very much about who can cope with the pressure, who can be in the moment, who can focus in the moment and not be caught in anxiety or nervousness or whatever it is. Because you can have the best aim, you can have the best game sense, but if you don't have the platform, and with the platform I mean the mind and the body, you won't get there. It's about being honest. I'm not pretending that I know their game and know their skills and know better than they do when it comes to what's going on the server. My job is assist them in getting better in what they are doing with my angle, the physical, the mental, and all that. When they see that what we are talking about makes a difference, then we start developing it. One of the concepts that is crucial to me is what I call empty the backpack. Based on an understanding of the dynamics going on in the team, even though we are on the same team, we share the same goal, we are not necessarily always agreeing, Being able to address the conflicts or the potential conflicts before they develop into a problem. It's to make the team be in the present, in the here and now. We are definitely in a different position than we were at the last major. Now it's all about getting the in-game set. I mean, getting the new roles without doing anything else. And that made me step back and let the boys and the coaches work on the in-game stuff. And from there, okay, we develop. Now I can start coming in with the add-ons. So I think that made us get to where we are at the moment, and hopefully well prepared for the major.
Just had a talk with Zoning. Obviously, first map didn't go their way at all, and I spoke with him about specific reasons about it. He said that basically they didn't wake up, they didn't even arrive so far, and they're really struggling with the communication, and especially in-game, you could see that with trade fragging, and he was really hard to, even get some words out of him, so it was a really kind of like short interview. But I have to say that Dust 2 is coming up, and for that map specifically, you really need to step up in a lot of areas that he said they are really lacking. So let's see how it goes.
The Spirit Clinic in session tonight, and you will never guess who the spearhead of the operation was. For Falcons, their map pick, only a handful of rounds going their way. Maui, it was very clear who was in control on map number 1.
It would have been completely forgivable for Spirit to lose Nuke. Falcons were the favorites going into it. A lot of reasons where Zwei didn't even really play it with Nemiga, but for him to be the hero today, for him to play his best map that I've ever seen him play for Spirit is just insane. Sure, like, the numbers might say he was better in some studio game. Given the context, this is the best game I have ever seen Zwei play in his life. It's got shades of Magic's back at Shanghai with how important it is and how unexpected it is.
Yeah, and it completely crumbled Falcon's game plan. He was the sole reason they could actually shut them down, make sure that they didn't get anything off of that T side. As you said, it looked ridiculous. It was almost like we were saying in the green room, is that Donk playing on Zwei's PC? It was unbelievable performance. Multi-kill after multi-kill, and Falcons had no options.
Yeah, let's just dive into some of those Zwei highlights straight off the bat, because as you said, Devil Walk, so many multi-kills, sometimes in back-to-back scenarios, and so mobile around the map as well. This was a masterclass coming out of Zwei today.
Yeah, I think if we go into the rounds, is it round 3, I think? We're gonna see here just shutting them down in the door area, and I mean, the stability. It feels like they never really enter the site. So we take a look here. He gets this MP9. This is a really crucial round for them to actually gain that money control, to gain them some space and playground to actually play with. And, I mean, there's no trade potential even. Even when he gets mollied, he backs off, gets another. What can you do? Here's Zwei again. I mean, take it away, Maui.
I mean, the ability that we saw in glimpses on Nemiga from Zwei, all on display here. This is all the
like
potential
what?
that I've been waiting for such a long time. I don't even mind. Okay, sometimes I get fairly attributed to saying that this guy sucks or whatever, but no, I did say that for Zwei. I thought this guy was a bum. I thought this guy was a bum. I thought
play
this guy
Clash
had
Royale
no
on
place
stream,
Spirit
but
whatsoever.
I don't.
But today he obviously proved his value. The anchoring that he pulled off there
It's a
was
lot
just
of work.
something that
Oh,
Falcons clearly wanted to test in the beginning of this game. Like, A
Is it
site has
Thursday?
been
Do I have
a
any
weak
of
spot
my-
for Spirit on this map. Chopper and Zwei, like, I'm a
Thursday.
feast on that bomb site. But when Zwei's playing like that, well, look who's feasting.
I don't blame Falcons for trying to exploit that weakness that we've seen time and time again, because you're totally right, Maui. It's something that we've seen just sadly attributed to Zwei, but not today for him.
I just feel like I have to apologize. we'll let the whole series play first out, but completely to see what happens next. But no, I mean, the game plan was simple. They wanted to go for him in particular. We saw some of the ramp effort, some of the
Boys, I'm
outside
not even
ramp
gonna
effort.
lie to
I
y'all.
feel like
I went to the
Spirit
gym
were
last
keyed
night.
into exactly how Falcons
Did
wanted to play this
legs.
matchup.
Yeah, they were one step ahead. I liked what they did.
Legs
with
are
the
not
kind
my
of the
favorite.
Donk Shiro
I was
duo on the
working out
outside. They
legs,
removed Donk very
and
early
every
game.
single
They
time I
put
did
Shiro also in that
any
kind of
leg exercise, 'cause I did
underhand
leg
spot, so he had
extensions.
very limited time on his rotation.
I did leg
so he could shut
extensions,
those early kind of pops down
and the
towards
quad, my
map. He was also
quads
very
felt like they were
mobile
going
towards that
cramp.
inner. So they did a great adjustment, Spirit. They
Then I went to
kind of
leg
said,
curls.
"Hey, they're not going to come yard. They're going to go in there. They're going to go ramp. Let's make sure that we shut this down early, and then we can."
And then
move
the back of
to
my
our
thighs
original
felt
game
like they
plan.
were gonna cramp.
And our original comfort.
But I
with kind of
finished it
breaking
out.
those
And then I
nades
finished it
once
with
we kind of
calves.
Heard Falcons into that outer side
I was
area.
lifting
I feel
like
all the
100
stats
and
men,
something
on the
pounds
forums,
on
on Twitter
calf
and stuff,
raises.
they'll be doing their homework right now. But surely this has
But
to be
holy
like one
cow,
of,
whenever I
if
was
not
doing
the
it,
best map for Zwei in
it
his
felt
career,
like
and
my
what
entire
stage
legs
is
were
he doing
going
it on?
cramp.
But it's also Spirit. I mean,
How are my
Spirit,
boys
the
doing? Your
team
boys just
itself
got
going up
whooped.
against Falcons,
No
the only map
competition,
they really won
13-4
this
on
year
their map
is
pick.
a Mirage. Back in February, it's not even the
And
same
now we go to
lineup.
Dust 2, and we
They
saw how
move into
Falcons
this,
play
they've
against
been
Dust 2.
destroyed on Nuke, they've been destroyed on Ancient, they've been destroyed on Dust 2, which has been their pick. And then to play a
It's not looking
13-4
good for y'all.
with Donk doing, really well. I mean, everyone on the server was exceptional on that
Not
Spirit
looking
side.
good for y'all.
And every single time in the past, Falcons have had the upper edge. They've been the one with the prep work. They have been the ones that figured Spirit out. But this time around, completely different.
A couple months ago, Holly made the claim that I don't know CS, but I speak well. I mean, I think I should leave the CS to him, okay? Because on his most recent dream roster that he put together, which made the rounds on social media, he put Donk, he put Apex, he put Robs, he put Shiro, and then he included Zwei, and I was like, this guy, he does not know ball. Clearly, he just knows in big moments, this is what Zwei's built for.
It's insane. I mean, with the the miraculous, the unfathomable, of course comes the disaster for Falcons, right? We can praise Spirit all they want, incredibly well prepared for this one, but Zico said it, he only had a couple of moments to be catching up with Zonic. He wanted to get straight back to the drawing board, reset going into map
We lost our
2.
map
Was
pierces
it down to a
against G2.
simplistic
Didn't seem to
game plan
matter
as,
at the
Zonic was
end.
highlighted by Stico in that moment?
That's what we call
Wouldn't necessarily
delusion.
attribute it just to having too simplistic of
Looking
approach.
hungry.
We saw multiple looks from Falcons as they were trying to test different types of points, or points of attack that is, against Spirit. And really, Spirit were just rotating well. They were a little bit more proactive with some of their lobby crunches, their rotations. I feel like anytime Falcons were
Y'all
trying to
just
sneak
learn.
down
Y'all
lower,
just aren't here to match
usually
the
Spirit, they'd
firepower
run the
of
smokes a couple times,
what's it
then
called?
finally, when they lost sight of it, then they'd get the one or two guys rotating.
Y'all can't
down
match
into
the
position.
firepower
So
of
Spirit were just on the
Spirit
ball
right
this
now.
time. Like, they do like to play a
Nico's
slightly
not
more
here,
reactive style
Tess
than I
isn't
would
here,
prefer,
Kixan
but they
isn't
still
here.
were able to
If
get
your name
ahead
isn't
of the plays
Kiyosuke
so
or
frequently for
Monesi,
Falcons.
Yeah, but you could
You're
criticize
done
them a
for.
little bit, especially when they go out lower, that they don't know how
Best of
slow
3, but
Spirit's
y'all are
rotation
making it
system
past
is
2,
to that
man.
lower side. They usually try to gamble, make sure that everything on the upper part of the map is secure before they actually go for those rotates. And I feel like they missed a couple of timings on that lower area where they could have sped up a little bit more, could have taken the ground. So there was a little bit of hesitancy, I feel, from Falcons in this game and in this matchup on Nuke.
This isn't to throw any shade Nico's way, but it's just because we were prefacing coming into this matchup, the chokes, the infamous chokes that he's made at Majors. Of course, map number 1, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but he was not starting off on the right Nico foot. We basically
All right,
seen
man.
all the way
All right.
throughout the group stage. As a major,
Let's
right?
calm down.
Some people would probably look at it and say, well, what about Kixan? What about Tessus? they aren't Nico.
No.
I'm not looking for them to put up those kinds of numbers.
Absolutely
so
not.
I know that you could bring the whole ship down with you, but when Monacy more or less does his job, when Kyosuke definitely did his job, you need Nico to be performing. And I get that there was a role shift. I get that now he's playing on top of Silo, but there were times when he was even on the CT side where Sway's just nailing him on the trades, where he's unable to get away after that first kill. And so for Nico in this one, yeah, we're seeing the demons rear their ugly heads in this kind of matchup, because I don't care what kind of role shifts Nico ever has, he should never be putting up
Let's
beneath
see.
40 ADR in a match.
Who should I pick up? I got Jake Ferguson and DK Metcalf sitting in my slot. But DK plays Miami.
It is not a great look for Falcons moving into the next map, which is Dust 2, Spirit's home map.
And Jake Fergie just hasn't really been performing for me as he should have been, or as he should be.
Just the contrast of these maps. You feel like Spirit have a better
I need
game
big game
than
Jake
ever
back.
had before.
Before we dive into the
So
second
I'm
map,
looking to
that will
get
be
new
Dust 2,
tight ends, or
what do you
it's
think
the slot
going through
position, so I
League
don't
of
really.
Legends right
What's it
now,
called?
Devil Wolf?
We got Justin
Had a
Jettas
lackluster
going to
performance
Dallas,
like this when we
which
look
should be a
for
big
demographic
game
for
after
pretty
his
much every
2
year at every major.
abysmal
He's had
performances,
a
only getting me 1
stinker
point
of a
and then 2
performance that's
points.
led to a
2 points
shocking
against
loss. What do you think's,
Washington,
the
I
emotions
should
he's
say.
feeling is right now?
Abysmal
I do feel
performance.
like
I'm not
Nico
even
is
gonna
the type
cap
of guy
with you.
that he can mentally reset
Just
for
don't
the
need
next
quarterback.
map, actually have a really good
I
performance.
might swap
think
out
we've
David
seen that time
Montgomery,
and
but he
again
did
and
pretty
again.
good against.
So I'm
did
not
pretty
worried
good
for
against
Nico for
Dallas.
second map. I hope that
But he's going
you know,
against
he's
the
angry
LA
with himself. He
Rams.
feels like he
I don't know how their line's looking, but I'm guessing it's doing better than Dallas.
Uses that as a motivation to get back into it. Make sure that everyone is awoken.
And
as
then
say,
we got
for this
Vidal
match.
playing
They still have a
Kansas
chance.
City.
They still show dominance on this Dust 2.
He's a
against this
second hand
team,
back
and
again.
if they can get play their cards right, they definitely have a chance.
So he might not get that many
Still feel like
looks.
Falcons should be looking at the last 2 maps of the series and saying that these are maps that we're incredibly comfortable on.
Yes.
Sure, we lost the punish pick, but the thing is that Holly, Spirit, Chopper, they knew coming into this series that was going to be picked. I feel like when you're Falcons and you lose that kind of edge, you're just now resorting to playing a little
Jordan
bit more of
Mason.
your own game.
Jordan
Jordan
Mason is playing Dallas, but here's the thing: the Dallas's defensive line has actually been getting stops.
The structure is really sometimes a double-edged sword in that you can outplay your opponents, as we saw on
We
some
look
of the gun
good
rounds
right
for
now.
Falcons,
We look
where
good.
they're catching multiple Spirit members looking
Other
the
than,
wrong
of
way,
course,
but it also leaves you going
the
through a lot
Detroit
of
game
choke points,
where
a
we
lot
didn't
of
really get
tough
that
fights,
messed up.
is how I
Yeah, it's a very valid point. Not
And
to
like
put
I had been
pressure on
telling-
Devil Walk, but cast your mind back to when you were playing, because you played
What's his
with
name?
a fair few superstars around you. Was there
We
ever
gotta
any
see how we
time where
do
your
against Sonic
superstar
and
on the
Knuckles.
team didn't perform? What would you do
Like
in those
Kyosuke's
situations?
telling
You
him,
know, they've
"You
had
better
a
step the
tilter
fuck
of
up,
a map
old
to
man.
make sure that
I'm
doesn't
trying to win a
spiral out
major
of
for your
control and
ass.
continue, into
That's
the
why
rest
they
of the
brought me
series."
here."
I think in these sorts of situations, you kind of.
And Nico's like, pipe down, pipe down.
In the way that you want to. Like, no matter what happens, let's go into this. Let's
The
give it
lights ain't never get any
150%.
dimmer for that,
Let's
man.
see what happens. Don't play with any hesitancy. Make sure you play your own
He's not the
style,
same Nico
because
he was whenever
this is
he
the worst case scenario for
absolutely
Falcons already.
threw in the grand
They
finals
have
against
nothing
Navi.
to lose going into the second match and actually just,
But you know what? That's
relaxing a little
okay.
bit and performing.
Well, before
Sometimes
we do
the
dive
chip
into
never
that second map,
comes.
that is indeed Dust 2. I believe Donna has been getting busy down in the crowd, so let's check in with her.
Hey guys, what up?
What up? Hello.
Hi. So you speak good English, huh?
Pretty much. Pretty
Okay, where are you from, guys?
We're from Sweden.
Oh, you too?
Sweden.
But then you speak good English. All Swedish people speak good English, no? You're also from Sweden?
Yeah. All from Sweden.
All from Sweden, okay. Which team did you come to support to?
Furia. Furia.
You?
Yeah, Furia. All Furia.
Okay, who's your favorite player?
Keserato. Fallen. All.
What about you?
Fallen, of course. Keserato.
Okay, but you have a sign for another player. Who do you have? Can you show it?
Yeah, so tonight, Furia is not playing, so we have to have Donk. Donna!
Yeah, they changed that with an A.
Yeah,
Okay, guys, is this your first time in Budapest?
It is. Yeah.
How are you liking it?
It's very good.
Oops, excuse me.
And how are you liking the arena here?
It's big. It's very big, but it's nice. It's modern. We like it.
And is it do you guys go to CS events often together?
No, it's our first time, so we like it very much. However, the beer tap is very slow, so we're a bit disappointed about it.
Okay. Yeah, you have to go to Cologne for that.
It's better there.
And how do you guys know each other, from CS?
No, from school, pretty much, and football as well.
And you're all CS fans as well?
Yeah, of course.
That's amazing. Okay, guys, I hope you have an amazing event.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Where's One?
Bro, does this dude in our fantasy just have every good running back?
Yeah,
Oh my
not a
god.
Spirit fan right now. You got to be feeling pretty good, particularly as they're going to be moving into their map pick. That is Dust 2, where they're going to be starting on the T side of things, Maui. Now, it wasn't a map that you were highlighting as where you've seen too much a change from that T side. Do you expect any differences to be played out today?
You have to, because the last 2 times the teams face off against each other, it was Falcons that got the better of Team Spirit. I feel like Donk, in terms of being an entry on this map, sometimes just thrown to the wolves in terms of swinging off of CAD, first guy going, spacing isn't always the best. I feel like he's got to tighten up, and that's sort of what we've been actually seeing here so far at Budapest. The fact that Donk just looks like he's a little bit more in the unit. There was the interview coming into the tournament about how he wants to be a little bit more of a team player.
All right.
He's still going first a lot,
Get into the map
but I
there.
feel like maybe there's a moment of hesitation. He's waiting a heartbeat or two so that everybody can catch up with
Also,
him.
I
so that he's
hate
in the
that
path, so
Snapchat
they're a
sends me
little more
notifications for people's
grouped
stories.
up, so that
Like, I
the
don't care.
individuals from Falcons, if they swing
I
into
don't watch
an
people's stories on
oncoming
Snapchat.
Spirit horde,
I don't
it is, in
use
fact, 3
Snapchat.
rifles trained onto the angle.
Yeah, I think on this map, the key point of interest for me is short control. I think that Falcons, they're great at kind of obtaining it, holding it. Nico likes to play there with double HE, kind of chip damage into Donk. Monacy is constantly a threat on that short side, and unlike other oppers, he doesn't actually play mid that often on CT mid. He actually prefers to play on the ramp, make sure that short is kind of shut down, and that's the key. Because Spirit, their comfort call is swinging off short. It is using those 2 smokes and having
What
their star
if
players actually good. Just
My
get
phone would
good
send me
hits.
notifications for every
But
time my ex
Falcons
thought
have been
about me.
excellent at shutting Spirit down and that in the past.
Yeah, it's kind of why it was a...
Nah, it still probably
Spirit
wouldn't go
into this,
off.
But it's not a risky play in terms of what we're coming in with their choice, right?
It's just what any simulator would have said is their pick. It's what they just pick the most often if they have the first choice here in a veto. So a little bit of
What the hell?
to me, just playing to their comforts.
Yeah.
What
And
is this
hopefully they change more
stupid
even on the CT
Instagram
side too, because
update, bro?
The last time these 2 teams faced off against each other, I was
Every time I
surprised
swipe,
that
it
felt like
takes
the
me to
most
Reels. I just
mobile
want to
person
open my
on the map
DMs.
was Chopper, 'cause I'm
I want to
used
see what the
seeing
boys are
last year
sending me.
Donk just choose
Damn
his
it.
own number every single round, whether he's going long, underpass, pushing B tunnels.
I
But
hate
feel like the
stupid,
last couple times, he's
unnecessary
just been kinda stuck
updates.
in the mid to B area.
They're just
And so
stupid
when it
and
comes to
unnecessary.
a major quarterfinal where you're a map up, I want to see a little bit more freedom from Donk, but not only him, but Shiro too. I want to see him get a little bit more mobile, because almost like how Devilwalk talked about Monacy, sometimes he just kind of relegates himself to that ace defense side instead of getting a little bit more proactive or tricking opponents with a B peak or an under or a tunnels peak.
Yeah, I completely agree, but we've seen at this major
Unnecessary
Donk has taken over
and
games. He's played that
stupid.
maybe has even picked up a double op for this Spirit side, and they are versatile. They have a lot of new stuff. You could make comparison to the last best of threes, which I will keep doing because they are very, very relevant in this matchup. We've seen 2 different styles of
Sunday
Spirit.
morning
They tested
rain
themselves
is
in the last
falling.
best of 3, went for more B executes, went for more long takes, and I think that is kind of
Falcons
the
really
key.
gotta
They
go
wanna
and
get
fucking
Falcons off that
ruin my
short control,
pick'ems,
make
bro.
sure they pack
That's
themselves
what pisses
towards the
me
side
off.
so they get freed up to work with the map control that they receive.
A lot of eyes, obviously, for very good reason, going to be on Nico coming into this one. Has much changed in terms of the sacrifices in some of the roles and positions he's had to give up for Kyosuke coming onto this particular
On the
map?
T side, yes, 100%. I wouldn't say there's any change on the CT side, mostly for Nico, but on T side, he's the upper dark player, and the amount of possibilities and opportunities you get as the upper B dark player is literally like 0.
It's just if they push you.
Yes, you're essentially just like a placeholder to make sure that you keep that map control. We've seen them switch it up a little bit more. He kind of follows Kyosuke into that lower area space a little bit more and kind of helps them, guides them.
What
with
if
short
we
control,
just
mid
go into the
control,
game?
But there isn't really that
That would be
much
awesome.
that he has to do in a default scenario.
Maui, we were going with Falcons prior to this series kicking off. This is your chance to have a bit of a flip-flop. Do you think it ends in 2 here?
Jeez. Jeez, I don't flip-flop. I don't flip-flop, Freya. I'll stick with the Falcons in this one. I thought that they were going to be the favorites going into Dust 2 and Ancient. I am surprised by the fact that Spirit was able to take away Nuke so handily, but I think after this map, we get a 1-1.
Well, handshakes are being cemented, which means one thing and one thing only. 9 times have Nico and m0NESY bested Shiro and Donk. Does it end on the 10th?
Freya, it feels like it may end on the 10th because it feels like it barely
Let's
got
go,
started
boys. Let's
in
go,
that last map
boys.
of Nuke. We need to see a total turnaround of the Falcons right here, right now, or Budapest, your first quarterfinal is dead on arrival.
Yeah, what we
There we
hear
go,
in the
there we
crowd
go,
is
here we go,
it's-
here we go.
People care more about Falcons. We said more fans, more boos, but
Here we go,
everybody
here we
wants to know
go.
what Falcons are going to do here. They cannot skate by.
Here we
this.
go.
It must be better on Dust 2 than it was on Nuke.
It has to be. That first map was an absolute non-factor. Everything goes to perfection for Team Spirit.
Let's see what.
I feel
Let's
like
see
even
what. What's his
Spirit
name?
wanted more. They
Zonic
signed
told
up
his
for a
boys
fight
in the
this
meeting
first
room,
game
in the
of
green room.
playoffs, and they didn't even get an ounce of it. We get smoke over top for this A-hit. 3 players behind that. They're going to go trickling
Shit.
down into the CT spawn.
Shit.
The entries is Doc. It's a double P250.
Well.
There's no fight in the Falcons defense. There's no resistance for this bomb.
GG Falcons. I'll see you in Saudi,
There's going to be
boys.
a lot to talk about on this game and this.
I'll
game
see y'all at
plan, and obviously
the
after
at the
watching
Counter-Strike
Sway play his
Awards.
best CS ever, it makes things a little more interesting. But here it's a T-side start for Spirit. Retakes coming in full force.
Just leaning back and allowing Falcons to sprint out into the open. That's 3 players. Full display. It's a shooting gallery, and it's a slaughter. Falcons will find nothing.
See you,
in the
boys.
pistol.
Spirit do this quiet crawl up.
Hey, don't worry.
Force smoke, it's no
Kyosuke, Nico,
vision.
and
Of course, they
m0NESY
could've
are gonna
done
be
that.
on the top
Spirit
20
will do
list.
that on rifle rounds too. So it's not just a pistol.
Don't
They just
y'all
tried this
worry.
on, and you can see that Nico tried to pull out a bait setup, double goose. That's not something that you see very often. Honestly, ever, and he has a chance to get a couple of shots, but once those are missed, it's over, and Tessus doesn't pick anything up either. He needed to get 2 in place of Nico's none. Nico's coming off a bad map himself, and again, it's not something that I'm personally going to skate by. It's a major, it's a quarterfinal, it's a good matchup for them.
Oh, they
It's
forced
everything
into
in
this.
place
2
to make
flashes,
this one a worthwhile run.
3
Everything could be a
smokes.
total disaster in the next 30 minutes if they don't turn this ship
4
around quickly,
smokes.
but last map they won a pistol and a conversion, and then they quickly fell off. Team Spirit start off now 1 up.
I can't believe Falcons are gonna ruin my pick'ems again.
Something to swing the momentum back, and that's the you know, is there's double-edged swords.
They didn't really ruin my pick'ems last round. I had excellent pick'ems last round.
Well, they have the ecos that they can pull out. It's the Deagle players, it's the Scout players. That's part of what makes this team great as well. Sometimes they have to rely on those. And here's maybe
Sunday
that looks
morning,
great
rain
and
is
has some
falling.
force behind it.
No resistance offered up by Falcons, though. They're going to be content by the looks of things to just play in reaction to that utility. You know damn well Spirit are coming at this with the utility they need. Hell, even in the pistol, we saw that double smoke. So with
Let's
a
go,
full
CT
lock
drop.
behind it, what does Spirit bring to the table? Same 2 smokes. Opening for the drop down into CT spawn again. Falcons throw out that reaction wave of utility themselves, and now m0NESY just looking to go headhunting. We get that donk crawl from behind the smoke, shrouded by the flames. m0NESY's gonna
Oh, m0NESY and Nico Kyosuke.
kills Donk, and now it's gonna have to be the supportive elements of
Oh,
Team
Tessus
Spirit to
gets
try and
one.
pick this up. They go down into the 2 versus 3. Not ideal. Still the better guns. Oh, it's right there.
Oof.
Tenier will recover.
Oof.
Team Spirit pushed as they try to extend into that bomb site, but a triple kill for Tenier.
That
is
Nico
enough to
Deagle
convert it.
They get saved by
hasn't
Tenier.
been the
It's also
same.
a good round from Donk on his entries, another couple of entries, in fact. So that's 2-0 to kick off. Funny because
Since
Tenier
the
gets the open
incident.
door to Heroic, that gets him a chance on Team Spirit. This is one of the teams that Falcons that took the core from to build the team that we see.
Word.
Actually, you know, as much as it does put some emphasis on Falcons for people who are like, okay, we'll make this core worth it. I think they went the good approach of actually trying to go for getting a full core in the first place.
Tech9 only here for Chopper. Hang on, we've got a lower threat.
Okay.
Ooh, and that well-timed push from the USB. So in a round that you're not expecting much, because there isn't a lot here to work with, that threat still lingers down and lower. Found out and almost dealt
Jesus.
with both. Donk
How's
just
this a
looks to pull
3v3?
away here. You
Hold
got
that.
because Tenier's sitting down on that quarter HP. A frag grenade that's a bit too late, but a rotation that is well-timed.
Okay, Sam, what can you do here?
Trying to lead This 3-player retake up from spawn. The climb over top is going to catch Shiro.
Ooh!
Okay.
Now we've got
It's
that
on to Dunk for the clutch.
He's still worried
But it's
about
only
that
a Mac
fight from
10 and a
both
Tech
tunnels.
9.
We know this is the all-in from Falcons. Both players having wrapped back around over towards the bomb site. Bomb clearly planted over
Honestly,
here
with
for
the
Dunk,
Galil.
and he knows
Oh
it.
no.
Wish they could find utility.
Still looming around. That
10-second hold.
defuse coming through. He's got him off it, but Killscape's got the cover.
There we go.
And Falcons pull around.
Are they
on the
back?
path when they have
Question
no business winning. That was just everybody on the same page with a well-timed tunnels pinch.
That's beautiful. I mean, they take over tunnels. Chopper gets punished for taking a peek into lower when he's only got that Tech 9 out. Doesn't get his kill. And what is this 2K?
Sends Shiro pirouetting.
They narrowly avoided this result last round. Tenier with his 2K on the ramp, but now what happens? Falcons have even less to work with. It's ideas that win this round for Falcons. They get him into the game early.
Ooh, Allie a little frustrated.
Yeah.
Gets that timeout, wants to talk instantly. No, that's twice now.
Whoa, Shiro's got the op instantly.
Okay.
They got money for that.
Back on Nuke, when we saw that 7-round streak come out from Spirit, they lose 1 at the tail end. Instant pause called by Hallie. Same thing's going to come out here. He really is one of those kind of coaches that wants to get in the moment he spots something wrong.
Yeah, well, at least there's one coach calling pauses right now. We didn't get a lot of responses from Falcons in that regard. They definitely needed it last game.
Yeah.
You know, to be fair, it was hard to figure out exactly when was too late, like when it was going too wrong.
Sure.
The game was sort of just falling apart so quickly, it didn't even...
Sunday morning rain is
3 pauses,
falling.
though, you can take one when it maybe isn't the perfect moment.
Absolutely.
Clearly things are going wrong with the
Oh,
7-round
no.
streak, but clearly things could change here on Dust 2. We were hoping for an early answer out of Falcons, and it seems like we've got one. Again,
I was about to say,
most
are they
USPs
double upping on
in
T
that
side?
one prior.
But then I
You mentioned
realized
that
Tinner
Shiro comes into the round with, so that was a big investment.
just picked
to
it
go
up
for the
after
long
Shiro
fight. Gets
died.
them nothing. Nice free kill for Falcons.
There's only one player on Spirit that's got an op-ace so far this major. I'd like to see him use the gun.
You know, I don't even think we said Shiro's name back in map 1. Wasn't even necessary.
Yeah, they didn't even push him. They didn't push him hard enough to get there, yeah. But this is a very good kill for Falcons. They take Shiro out. It's a huge threat. They're probably like, well, how does he even have an op right now?
This angle's being held by Monacy, so you got to be careful with that walkout middle. Not to mention Nico pressing himself into the cat hold. Monacy gives up his lower spot. There's that slight cap out mid-doors right now, but Team Spirit aren't capitalizing on it. Good flash. Monacy supporting Nico, and that's Donk dead.
There we go. Nico can't do anything without the help of Monacy. Time to retire, old man.
I think there's almost no one. I don't think there's anyone better at timing grenades, placing grenades from CT spawn to cat.
Missed shot.
Yeah, he's holding a little wide there.
Just a little tease from the catwalk. 30 seconds.
What do you do here? Honestly, if I'm Spirit, I save the op, man.
There's also a lot to save here in this moment.
It's a good point. It doesn't seem like they're going to try this. The op and play.
All right,
it's just,
walk away, huh?
It's the smart idea. It's not the most fun to watch, but especially with the op, which again, such a surprise to pull out after losing that last round.
Wild Lotus
So
with 4 Titan Hollows. Jeez, man.
In round 4.
You know, up against G2.
Is that what that's called? The AK Wild Lotus?
We had a lot of X Factor coming out of Monacy. Just, you know, those bogus moments. The X Factor
It is called the
plays,
Wild Lotus.
and I think that a round like that early on this
This
one could
gun is
definitely tap you right back into that
expensive.
not so far gone memory. You know, Nuke, they didn't even fight.
No, they didn't.
They limped into that server, took their whooping, and hope now to steal away Team Spirit's map pick. And I think the confidence earned in that first map is why Team Spirit came in with another force, that op immediately for Shiro. We'll see if they can get anything going with it this time. It's a pretty comparable buy to the 1 round prior. And Monacy floating on his own right now.
Never seen anyone actually get punished off that jump spot or the boost that they're going to assemble. It always comes in a little later. And by the time it gets set up, CT's already worried about a mid-crawl down. There doesn't necessarily need to be a next move here for Falcons. It really is on Spirit to be like, all right, here's how this is going to go. We see there's 3 pistols for them to use.
It's open space to be taken. Better be careful.
Sunday morning rain is
There's going to be a
falling.
flood of players right behind it. He'll get through the edge of that flash. Monacy, good first shot. Nico emerging up from spawn as Monacy's gonna clip a second. And there's Nico's headshot. It's a total stop.
Damn.
Push. 2 frags between Nico and Monacy is right where you want the Falcons if you're hoping for a competitive quarterfinal.
Yeah, already so much better. This is the kind of CS that's going to get us to a map 3 for Falcons. He's got really.
I
good
hope
rhythm
not,
on this
man.
map,
I got
and
places to be.
It's the place where you can overfill versus mid and A, so you get lots of kills, but you only put your best players there, your smartest guys. And I think it's where Nico shows off the most sometimes. So between him and Monacy, that's a lockdown. Not even past the doormat on Cat.
Yes, sir. Well, it's a glimmer of hope for the Falcons fans. No missed opportunity here by Monacy. Nico even being brave to walk up through those fires just to make sure he's a part of the solution. Here's your reward, Falcons. Not only sitting pretty 3-2 early on Dust 2, but versus Pistols. And again,
Monacy gets another one, but it's against
with the
Pistols.
reflexes. Starting to find, I think, his groove, his game. And
Yes,
Kyosuke
2K.
just tapped Chopper off of top mid through a smoke. Whether they opened it, we'll see. This is a
Charging
strong
him.
one for the Falcons,
Uh-oh.
so it seems.
B site, this gets a little bit weird.
Snow bomb. Tanir has that over towards the mid.
He saw him.
But you give Donk a lifeline.
He doesn't even want to switch. He's got this deagle out.
Why would he? That first shot right between the eyes. It's eliciting the utility here for the Falcons, who don't know where that bomb actually sits. And we'll see Shiro start to push out long doors simultaneous as Donk still just avoiding the utility, taking all of this attention.
Get that gun out, son.
Over towards long is going to start to draw Falcons back. There is a world where they miss their rotation,
Oh.
but Kyosuke's got this B site under lock, and A-Long also held. There it is. A couple of headshots here from Kyosuke.
I think if Donkey's the A1S.
Putting down Team Spirit's hopes with just those pistols.
It was a nice entrance from Donk, and it amounted to having a termite in the floorboards there. It was a little bit annoying. They eventually could deal with it, but no issue.
That could have
No
been
bomb
it.
plant
That could have been it.
with the opening kill from Monacy. Him getting into the flow of things too, that's nice. But this isn't a full investment.
Gun on
round
his
for Team
back
Spirit.
doesn't pull it out. I love the confidence with the D, because low-key I'm the same way. The only difference is I do it in gold lobbies.
Something like 6-1 at the start of this.
But low-key they get sweaty.
Win, Spirit still hanging on to it, but it feels like the room can feel the shift. It's early days and there's plenty of times for Falcons to fumble. Don't get that wrong.
Hold that.
Nuke, it felt like they may not even give us a pulse.
Oh, that guy have a nade. I'm not even gonna lie. Nothing for him to hold.
Fight towards door again.
Get a little molly out.
It's been going the Falcons' way each
Hold
and every
that.
time.
Wait, where did Tessus go? Oh, Tessus is
Honestly, start
yeah,
rounds,
with
but for
the
the time being, he'll sit on it and just hold.
Oh, just all the way out, man. No, they're not even going to test them. But right now, I mean, they got the map cracked.
You got a lot of space down in mid. Nico's watching the rotation over through the B split. Oh no, he's not. He's watching Cat.
This is a huge lead. I mean,
There's activity from Tessus, though. He's starting
Kyosuke's
to
on
push out
Goose.
doors.
This is a full B mid B split coming in. Kicksan's
on the
probably
mid
the
flank.
one saying,
Ooh.
"Hey, leave me alone. I got it. It's fine."
Bad
And,
smoke. What are we doing?
I don't know.
Tessus gets a fucking ace here, boys.
It's not gonna block off Monacy's angle from ramp and then cues up Tessus on the flank.
Oh.
Okay, but
It's a much-needed trade out of Shiro, at least, but you know the plan has been found out.
this is interesting though, because I still don't know there was 3 here. But it's
Was that supposed to
Nico's
be a
actually changing it up. He's going to be walking over towards B,
CT
but
smoke?
I mean, all while you stare at this smoke, if you're
I
the
don't know what
Falcons,
that
you're
smoke was
thinking,
supposed to
"What the hell is
be.
this?"
here's Donk's Kryptonite versus Donk out mid.
It's a 1v1 locked in as everybody else from Spirit just look to test.
Let's see if
Kyosuke.
Nico still owns
Seconds,
Donk.
actually,
You've
Spirit.
got to get this going. That bomb sits amidst this 3-player pack down to 10 seconds. Nico's got his helping hand.
Donk can activate.
Kicks in from the corner. It's got the element of surprise. And this is
Donk.
absolutely owned.
What?
What was that?
Falling to the clock
What?
and a singular kill here for Team Spirit.
I mean, you don't have to split atoms to figure out how to do a B split on time. That was really strange out of Spirit. Suddenly looking like Falcons felt back on Nuke
Bro,
here
add in that-
early into the half.
How did that miss smoke in
What
middle
was that?
Yeah, this was a layup actually. I mean, they had Kicksan alone. They were about to mid B. They missed a mid B smoke, presumably. They don't get their kills in time. They could have
That
just continued
was
with the split
the
anyway. So they
strangest-
still had a pretty good shot of getting that. Donk had lots of time to take out Nico. Instead, Donk is not really useful. He's there waiting in mid. His teammates are entering too slowly
Why-
because usually
what?
Donk makes a mile of space for them
Right.
within a moment.
Maybe I don't understand the pros, but I feel like that should have been played a lot better. Nico could have gotten traded instantly by Donk after that first pick.
You kind of don't want to tell Falcons that you're feeling it too, especially not after you're the team to have the first word back on news.
How would they have answered Kixon? I feel like if Nico gets traded, they don't have to look double doors anymore. Kixon has to worry about upper window on B site.
We'll see it in moments like that.
He'll get panicked and you just rush him on the stage, place trades, put that bomb down. What is going on?
Still a trio of smoke grenades here for Team Spirit as well, so we'll see what Spirit want to play with in the end.
CT smoke. Let's do that dive smoke.
Misdirection. 45 seconds, and Monacy's op gets pulled back to the corner.
If you're going to take a long to do your defaults on Dusty, you got to justify it.
They're going to have to come out of these smokes flying.
Sway,
Goes
nice.
down towards middle. Sway's trying to play ahead of that. Kicksands on the edge of the window to take a look at mid, but you can start to see the
Duck that head, son.
Oh. And that's where
Oh.
Dawn comes through on the edge of the smoke with the frag onto Monacy. It's just pistols. Irretrievable gun as well, so why would Falcons lose this, you think? Good rifle work between these 8 defenders.
With Tessa's one shot.
Just enough pistol prowess for Team Spirit to put that bomb down. Now we're talking about guns. Dawn extends out.
Nice, gets one, Deagle.
Tessa's the attempt.
Oh!
That's a triple. Come on.
Oh my god.
And that is what happens if the Falcons give them just enough space.
Donk
like
was scared, bro. That's why he
freeze in
didn't
front of a
gel. He
monster
knew Nico
truck.
was gonna
Donk
smoke him if he
absolutely
did.
dumpstered them.
Nico had his entire back turned around to
Alex
Donk.
gets involved. He's here to build momentum off the back of an X Factor play. We're seeing Zonic talk too. This is an aberration from Spirit. It felt like they were totally.
Donk had to
absent-minded
redeem
last
himself
round.
after that
Suddenly
abysmal
they
last
get this
round,
out of
bro.
Donk, and he's the one guy who's never sleepy. He's the one guy who will just no matter what. Give
And
you
then
those
Falcons
moments
pull
over
out the
and over
double
again.
up because they're lame as
He's
shit.
the guy who has impossible
Oh
stats
my
and impossible
days.
rounds in the biggest games.
Headshot.
One small mistake, and that's Nico using all his ammo. That's Monacy taking one shot at nothing, and then it allowed Donk to cross and get a 4K.
Also, Donk just getting enough damage on Tessas as he tries to snap that M4 down on the ramp retake as well. I mean, Falcons did a good job of trying to time that fight to the top of ramp, but yeah, that's the Donk effect, folks.
Don't let that be the way in. Kioske on and up. Love to see it.
At least this time, it is that instant timeout from Zonic. Also opens
Kioske
the door for Halle, like you said,
swings
to
that.
pile on.
Oof. He's lucky not to swing that.
If you're gonna save timeouts for moments like that, I think that makes sense.
Sure.
Yeah.
And maybe if you're playing versus Donk, you know they're gonna come.
It's called
If you don't get
strategy,
3.5
bro. What are you
anyways,
talking
you're
about?
never gonna win. So
Hold that. Chopper, you can't hold nades, buddy.
As to what is up against them tonight.
the mental game, that's everything.
Molly box.
He felt Spirit's wrath on Nuke. There's
Blocks the
denying that
CT
this
smoke.
is probably already starting to feel better, but if you're not careful, Team Spirit will break through this CT side, put you back down into the saves, and even maybe run away
Falling
with the
back
lead.
down
So
on
we are at a
Shiro.
critical turning point for Spirit.
Back to Chopper. What are we doing?
Smoke break from or block from Nico. He can watch it from so far back. They just have guaranteed info, so Cat is guarded for the moment.
I think Nico being a part of this A defense makes sense, right? I mean,
It's
that's
just
the
that
last round.
How do you
Monacy
break
misses a
through?
shot
Y'all don't really
on
have that much
Defense,
util
he doesn't
lift.
have the utility. He doesn't have the
2
HP stats
flashes,
to
2
punish
molly,
that play.
3 flashes, 2
It has
mollies.
to be firepower.
Kept so much cash though. Still.
Oh, great
By
flash.
Tess's point blank spray down. I mean, that is
Oh,
full
that's so good.
Flashes fantastic.
That's how you break.
Nico
That's how you break.
nothing. Shiro's killed Kicksan on the cross back from B. Nico wants to be the hero, but there's players all around him.
Tactics do not get better than that, Shiro. Exactly calling out Tess's position inside
Oh
of the smoke.
my
Flashes
days.
hitting.
To perfection.
By the way, Tanir not peeking off the first one because
Spirit
Texas
are
has
so
no other
nice to
target.
give Falcons
He
5
holds
rounds,
one
bro.
down, he still dies. He still gets that kill versus Tanir.
I said, here,
Saw
little
how
bro.
close Tessa is on that smoke as well. Feels like if you try to
Y'all
break through
need
on
him.
the flash, there's no way you don't get mowed down.
It was a call out, a counter play,
And that's the
and
threat.
that's the Halle pause.
There you have
That's
it.
the Halle pause.
Both coaches talk at the same
Get that
time.
up out of his hands, boys.
Kioske not gonna be
Backflip.
able to save that AWP, so Team Spirit cut that lead down to 1. Now Falcons did have a lot of money still left over. The buys are inbound. but it feels like so is Donk.
That's what y'all get for double opping.
Critical entries off of that catwalk. You know, we go back to Nuke, we talk about Sway's most impactful map of his career, and he deserves his flowers there. But now we're back to what works for Spirit versus so many other teams. Just Donk at the top of the board.
That's crazy. Having Shiro watch the cross in mid is insane. Having so much trust in your team to just fucking do that, that's insane. I could never win my teammates.
It's $2,900 left by Nico.
The other half of that, though, is because they won with that tempo. Falcons didn't have the money to stop the kid. They didn't give Nico the utility to allow him to stop that cat push on the other side of it. They could lose one player and still survive, but instead it's a board wipe.
Because he had like $7,000 still.
Maybe he dropped, and that's why. Oh, he had that money left over.
So much money still for Falcons. Maybe. They had full cash, full economy.
That's actually strange. Didn't get back to his utility and spawn. Odyssey, nice push.
Playing a little aggro, but Donk's already up mid. Just heard all of this. Great flash. Here comes counter flash.
Those flashbangs find Spirit lingering out through those smoke grenades.
Watch out, one more.
Jump back into their cover.
Oh, Shiro.
That is Shiro finding the head-to-head duel over Monacy.
Molly for
It's
CT.
one up kill per team so far in the 10th. 50 seconds to this clock.
Taking out Monacy, you really want to go cat now. Doesn't matter how many CTs are here. They know there's no op on the corner.
It's
Nico.
Nico.
Waiting for the flash. Waiting for the util to come over top. Waiting for some chance
Nothing.
of a moment.
Retire.
Instead, Donk is ready for that challenge. Kyosuke's got the headshot onto Shiro. Opper down. And this M4 still challenges, but Donk is gone.
Yikes.
Yeah, there are threats everywhere. Donk with 21 HP picks up another kill. It's a walk back for Kicksan. No chance to defend this.
Y'all are not a T-side team. It's shown on Neek.
You know, we've seen great moments from Monacy in all the head-to-heads versus Team Spirit. The fact that he can peek into Shiro, take him out constantly is actually one of the things no other oppers can do right now.
This cover's crazy,
and this
man.
is just a key find.
Retire, old man.
We've seen that replay, right? The shadow advantage. Like Monacy just kind of letting Shiro know it's inbound. So no save allowed. Triple kill here for Donk. And Team Spirit do seize that moment to tie this
I'm
game
afraid
at 5.
Donk's on the server.
They kept trying to earn back their peak, to be fair, with the flashes when they're coming into mid. Because you can peek left side mid. As long
I wonder what camera they use for their face cams.
Make sure that you can get
Looking to get in one of those.
But Yashiro also set up to dodge a flash, peek back into the door right before Monacy did. It's 5-5.
It's a 4 versus 5 man disadvantage.
Oof.
Not holding Spirit back, right? We had that Monacy quick peek up into the tunnels. It was just nice to see something fresh from the Falcons trying to move that up around.
Both these teams have shown signs of nervousness and have both given up a force buy to the other.
Yes,
this leaves us tied and the most interesting result possible. Let's see who wins the half.
Keep eyes on Nico. Use that bit of extra money to come into this one with an M4 and a set of Kevlar. And Monacy, the player that's boosting him up right now, also has armor. So in the world where Nico loses his head to this, that M4 drops into Monacy's hands. Maybe between the two they'll find it, but instead you've got Donk dead. A well-timed peek and a great find for Nico, considering he is that hero M4.
It's incredible amount of value to find off of just
Fuck it, push Kicksan. His ass.
Sway decides to answer back over and he's still building.
Trying to reposition.
You know what? They're
that
IGLs. They don't need to be good.
Could have been that Team Spirit commitment to the tunnels push.
No one's reliable now versus lesser guns.
But I mean, you know, off of the cat boost and then into the mid doors, I think that really indicates that M4 is trying to get
Center
over
could die to
the
Monacy here.
site. Backs turned. Tessess and Monacy. Tech9 was
Okay.
And so Nico sets them up, and that lead
Damn.
will be taken right back.
Man, I mean, both teams, they've had moments here where they're like, okay, this could have been way cleaner. We could have had a lead, but Falcons picking up a second round with nothing to work with. A great tactic. Back to Falcons this time after losing the last round. Nico, amazing value with that M4.
It's just a great double setup out of Falcons there.
And then to have Spirit look lost and wandering.
Not the first time either. Tessess gets away with that long push.
Good to see Zonic getting involved. A lot more active here in map 2.
This is Hallie letting him in, right? So we'll see if Zonic can do what Hallie did. And Robin.
Still full util, full shield on the Donk and the boys. One AK, rest everyone S's, one op. Shaping out to be a good map.
Donk's just a tidal wave coming up Cat, though. It's really, it's actually a battle of titans right now in terms of Nico. Yeah, kills. Donk is going insane, but at the same time, Nico's got responses. He put himself on A lot of the good, you know, at those opportune moments, even on that eco, playing the rest of the map very well.
Damn, sure, your reaction time is slow, buddy.
Actually, right there.
It's a head-to-head that used to be so skewed. Nico over Donk.
Yeah, and now that's not as much of a focus, but it's like the team doesn't lose still, so it's still, he likes playing versus. He doesn't get the hype.
Nico brought his little brothers to the fist fight. Nobody has stopped Donk individually this map. 17-7 coming into the last round. And Shiro's still on the hunt for this.
Hold this flash.
He's gonna try to flash a player out.
Oh, he's kind of stuck.
Shiro ready to hold that. You've got to rifle her down to the favor of Spirit, but you've got to keep your head low. That coverage over top of the Xbox gets Kicksand and straight frag back.
Jeez, man.
That is pressure, but in pressure is alternative routes, and within that, Team Spirit take this test towards long.
Yes, there's big pressure on the CT side. If they want to walk back to Cat, they can, but they have tests already dropped into CT. He's going to take a risky swing.
Ooh, and at least he has his smoke ahead of him as well. So he can challenge Team Spirits.
Somebody let's get a molly for car.
Locks into the car position. You've got Nico over towards Cat. You've got a third piece as well here for the Falcons to try to come and support it.
Flash is coming in.
It's not ideal. Tesses.
No molly for car? What are we doing?
Executes Tanir.
So he's playing this really slowly, but there is a push coming off of Cat. He could have a couple targets coming
See his way.
If he gets these kills, then Tesses is going to have his hands full back at that bomb site.
Now they can kind of...
What are you doing, Zway?
Expect that second player. So it's going to start to feel like yet another round for Team Spirit's attack is fizzling out to the clock. 15 seconds to try to cross, to try to plant bomb. 10
I gotta go,
seconds,
boys.
And you need to desperately climb up and over, and you're not going to
And
get
there's
a single
cross.
foot across this gap. This is not the first time that Team Spirit lose a round to the clock. Add to that the single M4 round for the Falcons. And Budapest, I think we may have a quarterfinals.
We don't. We don't. Donk smurfing on Falcons. Okay.
Stepping up to the challenge, Donk at the top of the scoreboard, and yet Falcons find their answers. A couple of X-Factor rounds there. The solo M4 out of Nico to be one. And that That gives you a reason to believe in the Falcons when it comes to Dust 2, does it not?
Absolutely, especially with the CT side, or excuse me, with Falcons T side coming up, there's extra pressure on Team Spirit. Now we saw that Zwei had made a massive progress on Nuke. He was showing signs of doing better on that position specifically, but here on Dust 2 CT side, he gets bullied in B. Falcons are one of the perpetrators of that bullying, and there are going to have to be some answers here for Team Spirit.
Here we go.
Should the Falcons rip 6 straight right here? Then the map, or should we give Donk a chance? Alright, bro.
You could be making this path to a recovery on Dust 2 all the longer, or just feeding momentum to Falcons.
Zwei's given the keys to peek. It looks like Palm Tree Flash will come out. Let's see if he can get anything.
Oof.
He finds that one kill. Tries to get another towards the ramp. He's got the
Chopper! Oh my god.
Beretta's never needed, never called upon. Didn't have a target to shoot at this entire pistol. And so Falcons extend this lead with momentum on the T side. You know, star of the show back on Nuke. We thought ourselves that once we got to Dust 2, Zwei's CT side could be a pain point for Team Spirit. It's the attack out of the
Nico
gate,
come back to
looking to
face.
shelve himself from Nuke. But the really, big question is, what does his anchoring look like? And so we're going to get to find out here tonight.
He's the kind of player, he had all the space in the world when he's on Amiga. Now with not a lot of space, he shows that he can't really do the supporting as well as he could do the star
Stay
stuff.
in the game, guys. It's fucking need to bring energy now, okay? Every round is fucking important. Come on.
We got some good words out of Nico.
Yes, sir.
When they beat G2, it was on this map. It was a 5-round comeback on Dust 2 as well. They stared death in the face. And so I think they've got a special relationship with this map at the moment. But yes, we're continuing to visit. The days go by. Can Zwei play with little space? You think support's an easier role. It's not. It's harder. You get less shine. You have to help people more. You have to be more aware of your radar and utility, and you get less chances to kill. But that means you always got to stay hot, and that's what he struggles with. When he can move around a lot like a star player, he can take a lot of peeks, then he gets kills. But as an anchor, you can't just push every round. You can't just swing everything. You can't play for yourself all the time. So we'll see if he can operate within those confines. Right now, Spirit on a 3-map win streak on Dust 2. Their last loss, obviously, was to Falcons in overtime.
Quiet walk up behind this. Donk here tries to put a smoke in front of them. Mac 10 is getting around the corner. Donk dives down into the cover of the smoke.
Boom.
That's going to give space over to the Falcons. You think he climbs right back up. You thought Donk was going to run away from a gunfight.
4v3.
No, just immediately comes back at it from an alternate angle. And Tanir still leaning back, has done a good job of slowing this down.
Nico gets
away.
For at least these other pistols to try to press themselves up from CT spawn. And that bomb, though,
This is looking a little hectic, man.
I think it's on the boxes, and if it's on the boxes, it's going to call on Monacy to slip down and grab it. As he does so, Kixan gives that much-needed cover. Not only does Donk find one of those frags, but he damn near throws the bomb into the bear cave.
That was a testy moment. Always scary when you're peering over the ledge. The bomb will fly forward, but totally saved position here for Falcons.
What can you do, Chopper? What can you do?
That's
Nothing.
actually one of the most lopsided sides for Team Spirit. They get 60% of the rounds on CT side, despite this issue with Zwei. Why that happens, I think, is they really will.
Bro, Zwei used all his kills on map 1.
2-3 guys sometimes to try to make sure the mid Bs are reinforced. That site being less retakeable makes perfect sense. But Falcons still put themselves in the perfect position to punish with this lead.
And remember, Zwei, if y'all don't get past the quarterfinals,
Over double digits off that one.
it will be your fault.
We hear the murmur of Falcons' belief.
Chopper's 1-10, bro. I can't even. You can't put that much on Zwei when Chopper's. You know what I mean?
Much of a pulse in the playoffs whatsoever, but again, there's going to be a certain timidness, I think, to Falcons throughout
There
the
we go.
remainder of this map as well.
Calling from the grave.
Nuke is still in the back of their minds. Getting a chance to flex over top of this one, Team Spirit. Banking on a Deagle heroic. Not even in the right position. Falcon's going to take this fight towards long. It's nice to see Nico stepping up. Right there alongside Monacy, top of the board. You know, we've always kind of prefaced that when it comes to the Falcons and when it comes to Nico, when Nico speaks, you listen. And sometimes Nico speaks ill of himself, his frustrations in those tough rounds, those nail-biter moments. And I feel like that's something that he's really shed so far in Budapest. I think it goes in to seeing his reaction over top of G2 to qualify for the playoffs.
That's a good block, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to burn another smoke.
Gonna draw that Desert Eagle of Donk right back in. Remember, 5-7 on Tanier is also within this bomb site, but there's so many bodies here for Falcons. Their utility should have unrooted this defense. Instead, it is 2 headshots that come out from the defenders.
Well,
and that's what you're banking on, right?
that was the first 2 good kills from Spirit.
It's a big 4K for him. Took a long time to get on the server back on Nuke.
If he ever did.
Finally going into the full gun round.
Making up entirely for the disaster that was Nuke and stealing back a map pick, you know, in a series where technically that doesn't matter as much for Spirit because they always lose 2-0.
Sure, I had his op.
Specifically, Spirit somehow
2A1, I mean 3A1Ss, 1 and 4.
This will zero out. This will zero out everything. Our expectations, I feel like it'll sort of cleanse the emotions, everything, all the bitterness that has come through. Maybe even puts it back on Spirit a little bit. Because they got a half from Donk that, with a little bit of extra supports, they could have definitely turned that into a 7-5 half themselves. He was outstanding, still is.
Before we finish writing this obituary, let's see if guns make a difference for Team Spirit CT side.
Wow, looks like they planned to trust Way like they did on Nuke, where he delivered alone in B, no one in mid. Really expecting Falcons to have a spawn play out towards long. Got the infinite wave going around in the stadium.
This Budapest crowd starting to come alive. Not a bad turnout for a Thursday. Most stacked playoff brackets.
Itchy, itchy, itchy.
No bums, no frauds. No luck involved.
We were on fraud watch after that first map. This game's come back alive. Here comes the execute into a B site. Zway's gonna be under pressure. We talked about pressure on this anchor.
Hey, at least he got one.
Gonna be enough.
No,
doesn't feel like it. Not with this much demanded retake of a B site.
You know what, though? You know what? This is one where you can say, like, you know, Zway, we need 2 from you, but also, like, you gotta help him a little bit.
Sure.
It's still just 2. You can't just hold this site alone. If you're not going for a retake now, what are you gonna do, Spirit?
Feels like they're trying to take a look at this. You've got Nico pressed up against the window.
I don't know. That was a very weird play.
Just an underhanded piece of utility, a singular kill off of Zway's plat hold, and Team Spirit know that what they're holding's all too valuable. Falcons.
Damn, are we really going the distance?
You want to put that one on a
Thought I was gonna have a short day today.
Pilot, you know, compound it with his first half. It wasn't a good first half from Zway, but I really don't put that fully on him. He started in B alone at the beginning of this round. This exact came hours later. And no one came to assist. If you got a spot like that, you might as well be playing retake so you could get a kill.
Imagine this is the biggest comeback in major history. I wonder what the biggest comeback in major history is.
They can actually retake. But you can't just
Probably Navi G2 in the grand finals of Stockholm.
Small site to get 2 kills
on Nuke
versus 5. It's just not reasonable. So don't like that Spirit setup at all. Falcons picked the right point of attack. But coming into this matchup, we knew it was going to be a lot of B hits from Falcons.
The first real full-blown execute goes swimmingly.
They like going into Zway, and even when Spirit have overstacked the site.
Shit, I would go into Zway too. He's 5 and 14.
Shiro, who's a little too preoccupied. Falcons are going to come at this again. Zway right ahead of the execute, mows down just the 1. It's a lot of damage though. This time, Monacy and Nico both low.
Great nade, hold that.
Great
time. And at least this time,
Honestly, you can't hold those, bro.
With urgency, and Zway again sets that up.
Those are HEs, buddy. You can't hold those.
A shout away and not a telephone call, you can help, right? Ciro's nade and off shot through the door, like that actually keeps hope alive.
For some reason, I thought Tessa's was on the Spirit. And I was about to say Nicer's ass.
As Falcons were going to hope to find this B bomb site in consecutive hits. Double man advantage. Kicksand sitting on 40 health, and that goes the last piece of utility that the attackers have to keep Team Spirit at bay. Splitting up, but still for the time being met by smokes. That bomb is already down.
Donk is on a good angle if Tessus pushes out this door, which would be very unnecessary if he did.
What's the timing look like here? Who comes at this fight first? Well, Shiro's gonna get the first servings, and Tessus with his 100 health is now gonna have to keep his head on a swivel. Not gonna happen.
That's a great retake. That's a great retake from Spirit.
Coupled with Shiro are enough for that retake to come through.
Real simple here for Spirit to play containment. They know they have a huge advantage, and they limit the damages heavily. I mean, 2v4, retake's probably going to take place, yeah, but also those two players, they could easily get 2 kills, and then slowly...
Hold that!
Really important. I mean, Sway, again, tons of responsibility on his shoulders, but he actually handles it quite well.
It's crazy that Modesty really tried to hold that.
First, then some extra spray damage, then Shiro's there in time to help him. Falcons wanted that to end in B. It doesn't end that early.
That's Shiro with the op shot and then with the frag grenade, right?
Yeah.
2 perfect pieces to what was still a scrambled rotation, but one that's close enough. That's a setup that they can bank on. But it also, again, tethers off of the success from Sway, so we'll give him credit where it's due.
Yeah, big time. And again, so far, the only criticism is, can you just help him more? There's got to be something about, I don't know, they read some kind of book about this. They're really confident it's going to be A. Let's see if Falcons end up giving them the round they're looking for. What have the demo shown you?
Dog staring in the corner just next to Pitts, banking off Shiro holding the doorway. So there's a lot of pressure coming towards Long, and honestly, it's the right pieces in position here for Spirit. But Kyosuke's got that opening kill towards
Tessa's
Chopper.
jumping for joy over there.
The site itself, fine. Donk collects the frag onto Nico. You get this off walking out towards Long, and Shiro's not going to let you escape.
Modesty's stuck between a rock and a hard place, and Shiro's online. 4K for Shiro.
But Shiro has a confident set of helping hands on
That's
both sides of
7-11,
this
baby.
map.
That's 7-11.
Those are delectable op shots.
Watch this comeback.
Easy control of the situation. And it looks like the read does pay off. What did they know? They probably got a little scared when they see Donk at Long, Chopper at Goose, or wherever he was on the A side. Even though they kill him, they go, wait, how many people are here? 7-11 now, and a chance for Team Spirit to get back into this game and stabilize with an anti-eco.
Just go back this way. Actually, Donk's over there.
That was quizzical. It makes me wonder what's going to happen on this next rifle round.
Uh-oh.
Setup? Are they gonna go
Tinner push. That smoke is going to just let them walk into this unaware.
Tinner to be ahead of that smoke grenade, but again, with Glocks, you saw Nico just sitting in spawn, hands off the mouse and keyboard. We got a bit of a power.
Give him the ace.
No, that just 2 more
Eco
rounds.
ace, eco ace.
You can go ahead and look at Ancient. But Team Spirit are still within the realm of possibility of 4-round difference when you've got Donk playing as well as he has since the get-go, when you've got Sway showing improvement over towards platform, and on top of that, Shiro's op shot's not missing. Point to a reason why Team Spirit couldn't still win this.
It looks like they waited for that round. Now they go back to this one, and this is what I want to see on the mini map.
I like Tinner's. Yeah.
Back and forth between the window and the tunnel. Just
4 Hellraiser hollows.
Bit of electricity here for Spirit, and the USP's not enough. Nico gets it over, but that one frag is fine by Spirit standards. 3 rounds the gap, as Falcons have still yet to hit that all-elusive.
Talking about by Zonic. Zonic's starting to shake a little bit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You're not there until you're there. With this timeout coming down, full buy in place.
What do you think Zonic's saying to them right now?
Some math here, if they need an op or not.
I mean, these are the moments where I think
Man, Spirit is double opping.
Right? This is his pause.
They're so lame for that.
None remaining, and Falcons still have 1 more to use if this gets even closer.
I'll say this again, there's only
Never in my life will I tell my boys let's double op on Dust 2. Hell no.
Okay, double sniper coming up from Team Spirit late in this CT side.
That's the perfect thing to do. Sure. There's still a gap in a comeback. You don't have to spoil all your, you don't have to give up all your ideas as you make your way back into the game.
It's true. Whoever double
It's a
ups
perfect
in the
way to catch
game
a team
first
off guard, who's just
loses.
looking for one more round, who might try to do a walkout somewhere. And then when you
So
eventually
it's
do
written in
lose,
the
you can
books
go
that
back to
Falcons
rifle,
already
and it's a
lost.
change up instantly. So see the expensive investment pays off for Team Spirit.
And let's remember that
And be careful. Be
Falcons
wary
will
about
lose
going
this
too
all the
slowly.
time.
You walk into one op or two.
Who has the other up?
Shiro's right here.
Donk?
Fish chance. They're going to try to dive that. You've got that ramp support chucking out utility.
Hold that. You gotta hold those nades, boys.
And so as Teniers recalled, oh, that headshot.
That's a great shot.
Nico
Hold that.
Now all of a sudden you've got one.
Oh my God, they're so weak.
Nico's got his kill over towards Long.
They're all so weak.
Put pressure on the bottom of this ramp. Chopper tries to press his lock. He'll find his frag. Shiro's been cut down in the meantime. Zway's arrival.
Doesn't Nico have a combination of 50 health?
Oh. Dueling with that op out mid.
That could have been it.
It's Tessa sitting still over towards the elbow, waiting for the
They don't have to do anything. Just sneeze on him.
How many bullets does Chopper have? Did he even reload?
And
He's
Donk has an
already
ET.
into this.
And as he steps forward over top of those stairs, Tessa's blindsided by Chopper.
They had him in from both sides.
That's gonna lock in.
They got a nade.
Eyes set to the bomb.
Nade him.
He knows where these pieces are. He's gonna take a step into the off. That's a missed shot by Donk. And as he goes for the headshot, Nico, clears it.
Oh.
An ambitious jumping shot to not connect. Chopper, 4 health. Nico on the clutch.
Oh my God.
Lead down to 2.
He just had to shoot a bullet. It didn't have to be a headshot. Nico doesn't know how close he was to picking that moment up.
I can't believe the double up setup actually worked.
Chance to
Even
take
when
out
it didn't.
Donk inside of middle. They re-meet over here in this 1v2. And he nearly gets a second chance to be the hero.
I don't know why
So
Donk
close,
kept
but he's
the
also aware
op.
of his own health.
That's crazy.
Ooh, that's a frustrating moment, but to be honest for Tesses, the way that Spirit came in from both sides, like he didn't have a good advantage. He'd have to get very lucky to have found a way out of that. Whoa, close rounds, close game now.
Now you've got Falcons.
No, not yet. Not yet, Zway. Not yet, Zway. Not yet, Zway. Don't throw that nade, Zway.
Pistols.
Do not throw that HE.
Just enough utility to try to come at the game with a plan. And remember, there is still one timeout for Zonic within regulation.
Do not throw that HE, my brother.
Chance to try to fine-tune things.
Get your gun out.
In the face of a
Let's play gunny. Let's go hunt.
Recovery.
Let's play gunny. Let's go hunt.
Rounds out of Spirit's CT side.
The last time they played, it was 6-6 down the middle, both halves into overtime where Falcons won.
Score 9-11.
Come
Go
back
New
to
York.
territory. And again, it's a more standard lay of the map here where Donk is helping out Zway. It feels like we're going back a few rounds now to where Falcons really enjoy trying to go for the B hits.
Sure. Well, he may need help in this next
My
one.
screen froze on the 2v2. What the hell? Oh yeah. No. Falcons lost that. He split. But Donk's here with the AK. Zway's coming back into this game. Chopper! What are you doing?
Donk is locked into the car. Zway does his job over towards tunnels, at least to kick this off. And Donk and Zway doing
This is looking good. Shiro finds it on Kiyosuke, and Monesi's dead here. 10-11.
As Team Spirit cut this game down to a single round the difference.
Zway does not let go of his grip on that site. Looked good. It's 3K. Yes, it's Tech 9s, but honestly, with the amount that they know that this side of the map is going to get tested, it's going to get potentially abused, these are moments that need to be celebrated for Zway.
If you're Zonic, what do you tell your boys here?
The hero, 5-round comeback. And this was a done deal for Falcons. This is what Falcons wanted to try to show us back on.
They're like, all right,
Spirit,
boys.
but couldn't do that. So no matter
Let's go ahead and change
now,
our
Spirit leave
flights.
this map with some dignity,
We're heading back to
but
Saudi
I'm honestly
early.
wondering, are we going to get 3? We haven't got a response from Falcons in quite some time.
Uh-oh.
Post that victory versus G2, Nico said that a game like that versus G2 that pushed Falcons to the limits was exactly what they needed heading into playoffs, that it was going to make them better once they hit the big stage. And it feels like this exact kind of moment was what he was alluding to. When the pressure was on, when the comeback is real.
It helps us, bro. I just showed everybody else that y'all are the weakest y'all have ever been.
Again, this has to be that moment that Falcons bank off of the push that G2 gave them. But Team Spirit clearly going to be a team that also looked to push them. Namely, right now, Shiro down into the lower tunnels. Monesi is sitting on the top side of it with Kyosuke. And they are just leaning back, letting Spirit make these moves.
Kills everything. Info here for Nico.
Right on the edge.
Great flash.
Perfect.
Donk's going around that corner, and it's not the only piece of a push.
Shiro here. Oh my gosh, this is such a move.
Sway goes down. That's a liability.
Oh, he missed.
Missed shot from Shiro. Bomb crossed, and Modesty comes back.
They saw all of them.
We've got Molotovs on
And Tessa's on the flank.
Sonic's last time out from a 4 versus 5. Tessa's flanks out of long, gets aggressive, collects his kill. But you've still got Donk in the middle of it all. 3 players in the site, never really a problem. This kid is on for the ace. And as the car spam comes through,
Great molly. Oh,
it's
not a
the
good
damage he had
molly.
hoped for. Falcons lean back with fear. And as Donk takes that quick press out towards the window, he doesn't see what he needs. Smoke's gonna
3
fade, and now
bullets.
both avenues are open, and nobody's gonna challenge him. He's tiptoeing his way through the door.
Yikes.
Perfection comes up with his
Falcons first on 12.
That's 12. That's done. Shiro had the chance right there. 2 shots from those lower stairs to punish that B push. It looked like such an audacious play to make after Donk got his kill at top mid, but then you look at the kill feed and Falcons had a response back.
Can't believe Shiro
Felt
missed
he
that
needed to
op
do
shot,
something,
man.
But he couldn't punish that bomb crossing. That's where that round died. Needed an ace from Donk.
And unfortunately, of all the B holds, this time Sway crossing out from Humvee gets caught with nothing. That allowed
Double
for that
opping
acceleration
again.
of the bomb that forced Shiro's op to miss. Team Spirit's catch-up has been admirable, but a much-needed 12th round by Falcons secured.
Oh, this is good by Shiro here. Oh, what a flash.
2 ops again coming out from Spirit.
Hold that.
Double nades.
Not that great on
as
it.
bad as it could have been.
No, it's actually totally fine here for Falcons. Just looking for them to get it. I mean, you know, Kickstand.
It's crazy that that molly lands.
To get in, to go with a solid execute to make sure they do it while they have money. While Spirit are at their strongest, they want to take him out clean. Nobody's trying to get into overtime here. And it was the eco test versus these two over in B in this previous round. Here's a level up.
Let's see it. 40 seconds left, going for the B split. Sway and Donk. But you got Donk on an op, honestly.
Sway delivered versus those Tech Nines.
But died last round empty-handed. Pressure comes out for
Ooh.
secondary ops already found one. Donk hungry to go for the repeat, but oh, it's up close. The test gets stuck.
Sway gets one.
Sway this time with one. And Shiro
Sway just needs to Sway alive here.
CT spawn. It's in Nico's hands now. And with already close proximity to the doorway, Nico 78 health.
It's on Nico for the 4K.
Looks to take that deep challenge, but they've already got their positions locked in. And so in 11 rounds,
We're looking at a grueler, boys. We're looking at a
To
grueler.
be honest, with the op shots and Sway's kills, delaying to stay alive. As simple as here for the 2 guys that had to deliver to keep this game up.
Round 24, no timeouts left. Oh, his bomb on the other side of the window.
Yeah. He just kind of has it. He's like, maybe I can get these kills, that's all.
Really had to swing. We go long, heavy for Spirit in the 24th of play. Ancient still no guarantee for Falcons. Do they think that they can get the better of a timing?
This isn't looking like the best buy.
He's died with nothing was when he was in that forward corner.
They're going to
Lurk smoke.
Shiro's in the same spot that helped him out last time. Can Sway deliver again?
And there's no pressure on Shiro. Sway's trying to find timing. He'll collect
Got one.
on Nico first, and then as he tucks back,
Got another.
to Kyosuke.
Got another.
And the improvement for Sway tonight, much needed.
Ace again! Oh my God, Sway!
He fights back with conviction.
They came here to level
His
him
second
up.
ace in the series, and we go to OT. Oh
He
my
did not just
God!
get 2 aces in a quarterfinal, in a major playoffs, as an anchor on 2 different maps versus their biggest competition.
I love the
Rub your eyes.
The parallel that Maui Snake drew between him and matches back in Shanghai when you least expect it.
And Nuke is one thing. That's a map where we saw
Jesus
moments,
Christ,
not
we
2,
go
where he
OT
just could
here,
not figure it
boys.
out.
The Falcons are cooked, bro.
Versus rifles.
GG, see you back in Saudi.
With the peaks right, left, and center around those boxes.
Might as well bring back Dexter. Only way y'all can win a trophy.
Zwei has given Spirit a reason to believe and a reason for the Falcons to shake.
I think he put up 3 kills in that first half. And just like that, we're in overtime.
Falcons' major life, which felt secured for at least Ancient, is right back on the table. And the momentum is real.
You know, Zwei came into this major and he figured out the things that everybody needed him to figure out. That's getting kills from within sights, not pushing through smokes, not swinging extra, not overheating.
Team Spirit with 7 of the last 8 rounds in regulation force us to OT.
Jeez Louise.
Man, it feels like the brakes have been forced on for Falcons.
Bro, over here talking about one more round, bro.
Now Chopper,
Get him out of
despite
here.
only having 4 kills on this map, has made them work for taking this A bomb site. His utility always slows it down. We've seen a solid challenge. We saw that critical 1 versus 1 versus
Oh
Nico.
my
And now
God,
he
he's
feels that they are on
cheating.
the approach. They'll throw in that long push as well. Tanir, he's yet to get it, so Donk will help him finish it off. Shiro has to be worried that that lower peak's about to come through. And as Falcons get footing onto this bomb site.
So risky.
Yeah, he's pushed against the wall.
Oof.
Great headshot and a kickstand. Tanir at this distance, working with half health as Falcons are going to go for that plan.
Yeah, he dipped in, back for mid, took away from that fight. Has to be the retake. Flash is excellent.
Oh, they're on
What?
Oh, luckily, Kickstand's got another frag. Zwei's got the better of him. Yet again, a
Time to
critical
test this.
piece of this. And it's time for
What do you have for me,
to try to
Tessus?
shine.
Oh, Flash won't do anything.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Come on, Zwei. Go off, son.
Oh,
What's
Falcons are
happening here on
nervous.
retakes? That's a whole nother threat.
Bro, you're not missing much. Honestly,
round of
I
OT
think your job's
to
trying to
Team
do you a
Spirit.
favor, my boy.
They're somehow in the lead.
I think your job's trying to do you a favor, my boy. They're trying to save you from the casualty that is the Falcons' demise.
Background's got the support.
They played with him perfectly. He had no easy shots. They got
Oh, you're
right
double
up
water.
to the back of the of default.
If you're
to plant the
Zonic,
bomb.
you're yelling at him. If I'm
And there
Zonic,
was
I'm
no
yelling.
way. There's no
I'm not
way
even
for Shiro
Zonic,
to
and I'm
actually
yelling
escape
at him.
that. He had
What
to
the
hit a
fuck are they
headshot
doing?
from the box, but if he could see what we saw, he would have peeled back a long time ago.
Extra credit, right? That flashbang for Zwei.
I mean,
Gets the Drake train going up a catwalk.
Zwei doesn't get both those kills. This round's over. They can squeeze back the cap, play for time. It's way easier to win. TeSS knows. TeSS, in their last match, he came into it. He was on a 9-1v1 win streak.
Let's
so
go,
clutch.
Spirit. Never thought in my
Another
life
stat
I would
that
ever say
Falcons
that.
had working in their favor, playing against Team Spirit.
Ooh, fast pounce though. Timing's a little bit different, but the defense is
What are y'all looking at? Zwei, give him another ace,
Guess what? Zwei's
please.
still here and still thriving. And now it's not just a strong start because of a retake. This is an instant shutdown of the Falcons' attempt in the second of OT. Already into the 3 versus 5. Launders, this game is getting away.
Zwei
from the
came back
Falcons.
into
I
this
thought
Oh,
and had a
Jacob was the only
game.
guy who needed some time. Look at Zwei go here inside the B site.
Who wants to be the hero,
Bro,
Falcons?
Donk's about to have 30 kills. That's insane.
Kyosuke and Nico dead. Monacy still out here with that off. But it was so early, and obviously Team Spirit have so much momentum and still so much utility. They block that off with
I ain't hear no bell. All
very
right, buddy.
quick answer to just make sure nobody else floods out through tunnels. And so they can lean back comfortably into this 5 versus 3 advantage.
I mean, look at the leadoff already. Tanir's already pushed back.
Let's
I mean,
see
the rest of this
it.
round might as well just
Let's see
be
what they do here.
formality if the CTs don't totally
Good
move.
molly.
It's 3 here to defend.
Donk still again, right? You said that electricity kind of in him.
Hold that nade.
Never static. So
Ooh,
far,
Modesty, you can't hold nades, buddy.
ready to go, and there's Zwei
Oh.
in with a third. Leaning
Hold
back,
that nade.
Burns, no
You can't hold
but
that,
the
Modesty.
Falcons, Kicksands desperate hope.
You can't hold
Somehow winning
those.
This 1 versus 4. But like you said, Tanir was already hot on his heels from that mid flank. And so if he just tries to go for the op save,
What
there
is he
are real
doing?
ramifications of this. 2 in a row in overtime, 7 of the 8 to close out
Monus
regulation.
is trying to play
We've not
catch with
seen
the
a
deadly
lifeline for the
explosive.
Falcons in quite some time.
It's crazy because mentally it's hard to really rationalize the fact that right now Team Spirit are coming back in their head-to-head. They're winning. They might actually just eliminate Falcons now from the major. This map was almost done after that second pistol.
Keyword almost.
This should have been a wash.
And a missed opportunity for Monacy as well.
And now the feet are to the fire of the Falcons right now. This game is getting away from them. Their lifeline in this major, and one of their biggest follies, man, is getting into playoffs, but where it's single elimination. They would never lose games in groups, in seeding matches and everything like that. Falcons were crushing everybody.
Sure. Great record in third, fourth deciders.
Yeah, but when there was no fallback, the few games they have lost, it's been there.
Do they know he's blue?
Pressure's at its
Do they know he's this far up?
Backstern to him.
Oof. He should have held his breath. Not held his breath, held his trigger.
You can't go
It's a one-for-one trade.
This overtime, I'm sorry.
They could be on the brink of doing exactly that. Falcons
Ooh!
trying to test the waters of Long, and that's just going to queue up Shiro's op. Kyosuke popped.
Oh!
Fast one onto Monacy. The kid never even had a chance.
Hold that molly, son.
And it was a quiet map for Shiro at times, never really called on. But now, 21 frags to his name, a 2K here to try to solidify this flawless overtime run. Kixan has had his moments to try to
Breathe
save
on
them,
him.
but it is yet again
Knife
too
the
much to
stupid
ask.
ass, please.
And Nico, a focal point of these conversations. Look at him, 22 and 19, did his part back on the
Oh,
CT side.
no,
It's not the same story in a
Falcons.
loss to the Falcons, where Nico is the guy that we look to saying, where are you? He's here. He is
Oh,
trying.
no,
And he's trying to do
Falcons.
as much as he possibly can. This one just, it has a little bit of a different story to it.
Yo, we're at
Unfortunately, the
12.
outcome's
What
gonna
are we
ring the same.
doing?
Another major.
Oh, no,
The reason why we come
Falcons.
down so hard
That
on
shot for
Falcons
onto
sometimes,
Monacy was actually insane.
the Ents core, the heroic core, the G2 core. These are 3 teams that had to basically get dismantled
Look, man.
to bring this team together. The bar is that they win. Anything below that is heavily scrutiny. That's it.
Look, man.
Massive amounts.
I love Nico. I love
this lineup
Monacy. I'll
for that
forever be
reason.
grateful for what they did to the G2
It's a team with
organization.
players we all cheer for that have massive stories behind them.
But they're
A
Saudi
million reasons
sellouts
to
now.
want to see them succeed. Nico being one of them. Monacy right beside him.
And I can only
And we do
enjoy
see
this
them
hate
play
watch
their hearts out. But the
as a
fact
G2
is,
fan.
in moments like these, it always feels like they beat the odds in the wrong direction. The tragedy strikes, almost comically so sometimes, where you think this
A little
can't
too
be
late
the
to
time
take off your jacket, man.
saw the
If that's
stats
what it
earlier on
takes
the
for you to
desk.
lock in, it's too late, brother.
If they could pick one quarterfinalist to go up against, maybe it would have been
some
Spirit.
deep breaths and we go and we fight.
Water, deep breaths, and fight.
Spirit have 3 match
Dreading
points.
feeling that has become
Falcons
all too
have to be
common for Nico
perfect.
in his career. And it felt like with the way
They
that
have
battled
to be
back versus G2,
perfect.
that things could have been different, that things could have been them stepping forward, because we saw them in the grand finals in Hong Kong. We've seen them beat the world's best recently. All while Team Spirit have never gotten their win over top of this Falcons. And so tonight was supposed to be more of that, more of the same.
B split onto Kixan only.
It's just kicks in.
Uh-oh.
Split is coming. The bomb's already out,
Oh,
man.
God, this
They're
is-
starting to ramp into
Oh,
it.
God.
This is getting real for Falcons.
Oh, sitting on top.
Let's see what you can do, Kixan.
Cuts down
That's
Doc,
it.
And the rest of Falcons
That's
are gonna be
it.
called off, but Shiro's already cut off the mid play, back to the top mid peak. After the progress in 2025, after feeling like they had brought more and more fights, with Hunter in his heart, Nico sits to the sidelines and has to hope that his proteges are enough for this retake. You've got Zway down to a quarter HP. You've got Chopper and Tanir to lean back on. Falcons' major life on the line.
The time's getting too low. They've got to go.
Jumping through the window. Zway leaning back. Holding it off is Tanir.
That's it.
Zway dead with nothing. Kyosuke could be
There's
the
no
difference.
time.
Bomb is beyond 5 seconds.
Back to Saudi. multi-millionaires of
Their
the
nightmare
Falcons are foaming at the
Spirit
mouth,
taking this
bro.
game,
Tear
keep
up
their
the
hopes alive in
contract.
this major, and walk by their biggest competition of the season.
And doing it
There's
fueled
that bell.
off a world class. There's no sugarcoating that. World class first map from Sway. If you had anticipated
Not even a
win tonight,
fight.
you would have never called for that nuke domination. And if there was domination to be had, it is always at the hands of Donk. But tonight, Sway showed that he can feel the shoes of Magisk. Stepping up in Shanghai,
Not
in the grand
even
finals was
a
one of the reasons
fight.
Spirit won. And if Sway is a part of their winning formula here in Budapest, the sky is the limit for Spirit.
Let's go ahead and burn those strats. They didn't work. Holy choke, man. Zwei MVP of this match. The Falcons boys just gotta admire that trophy from a distance. They ain't ever gonna know how heavy it feels.
Take an important victory over Falcons who they've struggled against all year long.
That's insane. The only times Donk has beat Nico and Modesty is in quarterfinals at the major.
On Dust 2 dominates and helps your team take it over the line. Feels like a pretty good day, right?
Yes.
Just talk
This
to
is
me.
Furious major.
How did you feel being able to have so much impact this
Even
time,
if the
especially
Falcons made
in
it past this
arena,
round,
with
this
all
is
going
this is
on
Furious
around you,
major.
something that you're not used to. It's something new to you.
I don't know, I just got some impact words from Halle and Chopper before the game, so I just
I don't believe it.
feeling pressure like I felt,
don't believe it
last
at
half of
all.
the year, I guess, and I think I showed how I can play really.
About those words with Halle, I have to speak about Dust 2 start. It was very slow, but he took some timeouts and he looked really angry in those timeouts because you lost some eco rounds, right? Can you remember what was being told? Because you bounced back perfectly on that Dust 2 later on.
I think it was a slow start for us because, as you said, we lost eco round so stupidly. But after we just started doing rounds which we are in our play plan, so we just we did pretty good half. 7-5 isn't the bad, so we just start playing good on sit side.
Also, about your performance, obviously you had a lot of kills, but it's not like you're making plays to get those kills. You're just sitting on your side, you're holding, and kills are coming to you. Does this feel like good motivation to become this anchor that you want to be on some maps that you play with Spirit?
I can say just that M4A4 is absolutely imbalanced gun. I guess you need to first nerf it, Valve.
Alright, Valve, please fix.
Now, Zoe, I also want to ask, there was a moment when you pulled off your first ace. Chopper is hyping you up, the team is cheering you on. How much is that giving you such a
What should I eat,
confidence
boys?
boost? And how good do they make you feel to have these plays and play what I would say is
full.
like an Amiga version of you, but on
Look, I might just
Spirit
make some egg.
Yes, I mean...
I think I still have
when,
some rice from last
some guys
night.
from my
Or we
team
still have some rice
like,
from last night.
supporting and cheering for me inside the game. It's
Make some eggs.
like it gives so much impact for me. I started feeling a lot of more confidence after it. So yeah, it's helping me a lot.
Well, hopefully it continues for you throughout this major playoff.
Have a nice
Now,
day.
there's a lot of fans
Have a
of
nice
Spirit
day,
here. There's not
Falcons.
just boos this time around. The cheers are happening at the same time. There's Spirit fans back home.
And
What do you want to say to them?
remember,
Thank you guys, everyone, for supporting
G2
us.
lost.
I hope we're gonna
G2
make
would have put up a
grand
better,
final
bigger
next
fight
year.
against Spirit.
So
To be
keep
honest.
cheering for us.
There we go. Thank you very much, Sway. Budapest, please put your hands together. Our first team through to the semi-finals.
To be
It's
honest.
Spirit and Sway!
Nobody beats Donk 10 times in a row, and no one will stop.
Let's see who we have next. I think it's Vitality Mongols next.
On map
Should
number
we?
1 to even starting their
yeah.
map pick 5-11 down, but nothing holding Spirits in the server tonight. A well-deserved spot in the semi-finals.
In an hour? What am I supposed to do for an hour?
Everything that you could have drawn up.
They finished early. Just get them on the stage now.
They played right into Falcon's hands in terms of this veto, but it worked out fantastically. This is why even in the middle of the season, through the struggles that Spirit were having, I still kept faith for Holly, still kept faith for Chopper, and my goodness, like, what possessed Zway today to pull that off? I've never seen anything like it, from being really just dragging this team down into the mud with him to suddenly lifting
ImErixkToo
the
is
team
on the
up
bench
to
now? No
a height
way.
that Donk has simply never experienced. He's never
David
beaten
Dua.
Monesi and Nico when they're in the server against him together.
Imagine the
So,
Navi
I guess
Furia
what was the
upset.
difference?
I mean, wow. I was
I'll put
actually
this on the
picking
second
Spirit
monitor.
for my prediction, but
Play a little bit of Counter-Strike. I got nothing else going on. Play this for a little bit. Get back into the Mongols Vitality match. Well, I was wrong. So I can technically still get the grand finals one, right? Oh, Spooky McGee. Brother, your ass cheeks. Oh, I actually know his cheeks. I want to be rude. Nope. Let's get some death magic going. Ba-ba-da-ba-dum.
Let's roll.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Ah! Oh man, I missed the what's it called? Lagging. Oh no. Overflicked on his stupid ass. I need to find some good sticker cuts for this gun. I could put, what's it called? I could put some golds on it. Wouldn't be mad at it. I feel like gold is easy. Damn, I can't find anybody. Low-key, I want a meatball sub. Jay, who's got me with the meatball sub? What? Oof, bro got so lucky there, man. Bro got so lucky there. I am hungry. I do gotta eat soon. I was trying to kill him. Trying to kill him with the D. Time to buy expired. Hello? What? That was on his head top. What the fudge? What? Oh, stop him. Jeez. I didn't buy the deagle. Hold on, let me get that. There we go. Oh my gosh, man, I'm trying to escape one, I jump right into another. Jeez Louise. Oh my god, I'm looking at too many places. Looking at too many different places right now. What? I need to start off with the D-Woody in my head taps, right? That was a hard shot to hit, I'm not even gonna lie. I heard him, I heard him. No, I'm jumping for joy over here, man. Can't see him. What? How did I hit him for 62? Dude, oh my god. I'm trying to kill one guy, please. No way. Please, please. What? Brother, bro. Dude, no way. No way. Bitch. Oh! No! No way! I lost control there. How did I not hit him once? What the heck? Oh my gosh. Spawning into everybody, can't get a kill. Dude. Ah. Please. Oh no. I can't make the jump. Oh no. Oh no. Fucking scared me. Holy cow. What's bro doing that for? I missed all my shots just then. Brother. I need a better crosshair. That's really all I'm finding out about this. Oh, I was looking at the fucking... Oh. Dude, there's so many people. Jesus Christ. Oh! Genuinely don't know how I didn't die there. Please! Spray. Spray is getting away from me. No! Holy shit. Oh, yeah, get my weekly drop. And I got a star. Give me that. Give me the dude Berettis. Close that. And now let's play retakes. I can't be jumping into a game right now, man. Can't be jumping into a game.
Let's roll.
What the heck? Oh no! Up, up, up. What? Don't know how I died there. All right, fine. We get it.
Let's roll.
Jeez Louise! Let's do this one. Okay. I like Overpass. No, I don't like Overpass. I like Ancient Nuke. Anubis? When's the last time I played Anubis? Nuke retakes.
Let's roll.
Oh. Give me T-side. Give me T-side. I wonder if anybody plays Nuke on retakes. Somebody out there's favorite map is Nuke. I wouldn't say Nuke is my favorite map, but I will say I do enjoy a Nuke match. If nobody joins us, will I just go against bots? I would have just done a practice. Bang! 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 I'm guessing nobody plays one or retakes on this defusal side B. Damn. Bro, look, he's fucking shifty. Alright, close this. Damn. Oh! Oh no! Are you sticking, chat? You were sticking, chat. You were sticking. Oh. Holy smokes, Batman. Check that Molly. I mean, real, I forgot where we were gonna find him. I wish they wouldn't throw that util. I would like it. Nobody really plays Nuke Defusal. Why is it trying to give me this stupid ass Krieg, man? Oh! Damn it, I wanted to knife him. Or what did I get? Yeah, that's fine with me. Here's the play, here's the play. Missed the flash, but intentionally. Oh! Come back down over here. Let's freaking go, boys. Okay, so nobody plays Bomb Diffuser B. Or Group Delta, I should say.
Let's roll.
Who called me? Hell if I know.
Defuse.
Yeah, someone took my bot. Just getting looking. Yeah. No, I didn't have defuse keys anyway.
Swing 'em, boys. Swing 'em. The 1G. There's another one! Oh no! Nice. Balcony, bro. I knew he was gonna play Balc. I knew he was gonna play Balc. Oh! No way I'm ass. The Mongols are in the building, boys. I repeat, the Mongols are in the building. Ah! Nice, 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 nice. I got my AK back, boys. This is huge. Oh, that's up. Fucking drive-by swing on that guy. Holy cow. Everybody disconnected. Let me T-side this round. Let me be dangerous. He would have been dead. Oh, there's no scope. Nasty. He would have been dead. What? What? Jeez Louise. I'm cheeks with the op. What? What? I am not an opera. Imagine I hit that. Imagine I hit that. That would have been so fucking hard. 4 bad guys left. Oh no! Stephen Malkin. Bro, no! No way! Did I hit anybody with my nade? That's all I care about. Oh, I hit one person. I hit one person for 8. Oh, damn it. I forgot to shoot my gun. That's okay, we get AKs back. We get AKs here. And I'm nasty on the AK. So my boy's way holding this angle. No way! Actually, let me get the smoke.
I'm gonna defend Catalan. The other line.
Oh! Oh! Finders, keepers. Why would I want this? For the smoke and the flash.
I'm checking window.
Woo!
I defend Catalan again.
Oof! Bro, what are y'all defending? He says he defends Cat alone. And they cross in.
I have a mime hub for cat, that's okay.
No. Did he miss? He did. He didn't even molly the right. He didn't even molly the right place.
I have map for here.
Ah. Jesus. Jesus Christ. Got smoke out of me again. Holy shit. Cheese and rice, man. Cheese and rice. Mirage, who would have known? Kept on messing up those. Kept on messing up those CT smokes, man. Oh, I'm ass. I'm ass. Holy cow, I'm cheeks. As cheeks as that guy, holy cow. Might be a bot. Oh no, he's just cheeks. Holy butts! Only 4 CTs left. What the fuck? I didn't even have my knife out. I mean, I have my gun out. Oh, Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking goes crazy. Jump scare. Buckets. apartment. I spy. Ah! Twice! Holy shit. Need some help, brethren. Need some help. Ugh. It's not planted for you, buddy. Did you not see him? What the heck? Oh, what's up with the deep smoke there, bud? Jeez Louise. I'm gonna flash myself in. Oh, so much for flashing myself in. Ugh. Oh, damn it, there was one more! Ah! Oh! What the heck?
The window. In the apartment. Take care. Everyone in the apartment.
Good or reliable. Jesus! He's sticking it. Woo! Jeez Louise, man. Jeez Louise. My teammate really out here letting them get a free bomb defusal for free. I don't know why he always just left. Okay, I think I got time for one more. They're doing walkouts right now. This time I'm gonna play CT. My beautiful gun with the G2 sticker. How I miss him. Oh, no way. Is that the Kool-Aid Man? I got the friggin' Kool-Aid Man on my team?
C4 is taken down at Alpha. Bomb has been planted.
No way, please! I'm tapping bro's head! Should've just defused.
C4 is active at Alpha. Bomb has been planted.
Whee! Can I get an AK? Ooh. I would like the AK, but the smoke is nice.
Throwing smoke. Grenade. Flashbang out.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, he used barrels, man. I was trying to pull out my molly. There we go. Yep, line it up. Line it up. You know what? He's almost there. What? How did he what? Damn, full flash. We'd love to see that. Holy shit. I hit him for 82. I missed my nade. I got a Glock in my Rari. Ah! My molly wasn't deep enough!
Terrorists win. C4 is taken down at Alpha. Bomb has been planted. Throwing flashbang. Grenade out.
Ugh!
Terrorists win.
Did it for 73? Nice. No, no! Just to keep y'all updated, 5v4 pistol round vitality versus what's his called.
I think Kia.
Oh. What's up, bitch? I got it, Chad. Don't worry. Oh, I didn't see what. Yeah, okay, yeah. I want the AK. I want the AK. No way! Oh. GG. They didn't know that everybody was dead. That's funny. Jeez, man. Jeez. Sometimes you gotta pull something out of the wazoo to get your team across. Let's go back to the major, boys. Whoops. Who paused it? Who paused it again?
Hold on to his goods, just to be the famous on the in-game leader. We just saw his words as everyone's going to walk away with the rifle right now.
All right. Y'all behave. I'm about to go make something to
Lose the
eat.
pistol, but you win the force, and some could say that's better than the
I gotta remember to stay active because my legs
Just
are
read
sore.
them like a book. That short regress put down
So
some sharp
movement
shots from
is
blitzes.
good.
Dig Techno as well with one. Mara, coach behind the Mongols. Blitz referencing how young of a team this is. Mara, a big reason why they keep such a cool head on their shoulders, and they are just looking brilliant to start us off. No pistol, no problem. We'll win it in the second.
That'll be the force buy back from Vitality. So do we have the back and forth of the force buy wars, or do Mongols take control of the economy early? The undeniable underdogs. Fan favorites again. Two top mid start, 9-10 and controllers. To work through underpass. Techno on the extremity towards B, and Mazinho over towards A. Right now we're settling into this standard opening from both sides. Note, Apex saved the Famis, has given it to Zywoo. Trying to set up his start early. Flash is being juggled. Apex will be able to flash over connector if they suspect a clamp down on middle or want to try and catch a timing. But Mongols are on the reroute.
This is going to be a well-timed block smoke. If Flamesy gets this right, it will thwart the Mongols' plan.
So much utility still.
Oh, he's
It's a
throwing
lot
it
of time on the clock. Yeah, it was the mid-util there from Blitz that makes it feel like it's a mid-play. Now they're working at contact.
Just the timing. So cheeky. Apex gets caught. Wide open on the site. Zywoo's push on mid, removing Blitz. They can partner up on con side. It's a swing. It's a fight. It's Mazinho survives. It's 9-10. Finds the elevation, brings the fight forward.
That should be round. There's so much more utility. Controller still has a smoke, some flashes. They're heading for the hills right now. Vitality will call this off. Counter a couple of guns again, but yeah, just contact out Palace there. Beautiful work from Mongols. It's Blitz top mid, he sells it, and they bite down hard. Vitality activate towards middle. That gets them out of position. And I want to say taking control of the finances, it's likely to see Vitality just take an eco behind these save guns going into the next, which is currently looking to be a Famis, an M4, and the Deagle in hands of Merriman, who had the 4 on the pistol. So still some threats to get past. Mazinho putting a new hairstyle on display for this one. Coming into the playoffs in Budapest with a bit of swagger.
I liked his interview as well. It did have, airs of swag. And this frag as well. I mean, when you catch an Apex with a nade looking the other way, that's a sign of a good call, a well-structured round.
Yeah, it doesn't get easier than that.
just Blitz selling it with a couple of nades in mid.
That's the problem, right? If you're not fully boarded, you don't have all the utility to play standard, to be able to block, you have to play together, hope that you can capitalize. And something Vitality have been doing all year long, right? Those regroups, fighting over towards middle. Flamesy might be the A anchor, but you see him playing over towards connector an awful lot. They use that loose piece of Romp, sometimes playing as the bogey play, the Joker over towards A. And the odds favoring Vitality, you can understand why.
Yeah, started out as about 4-1.
Yeah, there's been a real turn of the tide between this head-to-head. The Mongols in 2025, the first team. Oh, looks like we still have the tech, ladies and gentlemen, so just bear with us. Take it back up on as, yeah, the Mongols were the first team in 2025 to beat Vitality in consecutive series, right? So the first to beat them twice. Obviously, there's a handful of teams that have been able to achieve that now. It's not just the Mongols, but they were the first to achieve such a feat. Obviously,
And it's a huge feat.
Yeah, a rematch of the Major Grand Final. But this time around, the difference being Senzu opting to bench himself. They have to scramble last minute to get controllers. They played 2 events before the major. They have a total of 23 maps with them with a losing record. And he decides, it's just a major, my second of all time. I'm just going to play like the best player in the team. He has been a monster for the Mongols. They've been very clutch as well. You'll take a look at some of their games against G2, against FaZe, winning 1v3s, 1v2s. A bunch of 1v1s in the mix as well, so the clutch factor has played in.
And every time we cast a Mongols game, I swear there's more Mongols fans. It feels like it's just been exponentially growing.
They're growing.
Yeah.
No matter where we go.
The Mongolian Empire spreads with every Counter-Strike victory.
Well, we take a look directly across from us. Group with a bunch of flags. Whole lot of noise.
A lot of Mongols jerseys as well. They definitely have continued to grow. And up against Vitality, who, you know, everybody loves to hate. That is something that Apex is happy to play into.
Yeah, he doesn't mind being the villain. I think everyone plays along with it now.
So
I don't think anybody actually dislikes Apex.
No.
I think it's just a bit of fun that everyone's allowed to have. But Vitality, they were the undisputed world #1 coming into Austin. Off the back of 6 consecutive titles, the Grand Slam, they're exuding an aura of greatness and they're assembling an era. That's in question now. Mongols, as mentioned, those undeniable underdogs. The youngest team to ever make a major grand final. The first representing Asia.
And they took a map.
Yeah, that shocked everybody. But at that moment in time, they'd only really started to garner the respects that they deserve for the capabilities that these individuals throw into Counter-Strike. Second half, it's been the big conversation. Vitality unable to continue such ferocious form. Only 1 title since the major trophy lift. Now, that's 8 within the year. That's pretty damn good. But when you set the bar so high, the expectation is you just keep on winning.
But if you pick it your socks and you lift another major trophy for the back-to-back in a year, I mean, that would probably be quite a redeeming piece.
Oh, for sure, right? Because you look at everything else they've done throughout the year. It's not like they've just completely dropped off. There's 15 events, 10 grand finals, 8 trophies, 4 semi-finals, 14 consecutive top 4 finishes.
Bloody hell.
So even though they have dropped off, the gap has closed. They are still one of the biggest threats and still in the conversation to lift the title here for the Battle of Budapest. Other side, we've got Furia. They're in hot form at the moment, a streak of trophies. A game against Na'Vi that I think if you take a look at the last 4 maps, they've all been single-digit drubbings. Nouns versus FaZe. Torj will be in the building tomorrow.
I think Budapest is excited for that one.
Yeah, we saw the turnout when we were in the MTK Sports Park.
Oh, we're finding new family members in the crowd today. Looks like Controllers is having issues with the hardware. I'll get that resolved. Such immense support for all the quarterfinal teams. I'm sure, as you said, yeah, Mouse may have a little extra on the decibel levels. Comes up tomorrow.
See if the FaZe bullshit can continue as well.
Is there a world, mate? I mean,
the classic, isn't it?
likely to be entertaining, as this one has already been. For those of you that have tuned in and just caught the tech pause, we're just 3 rounds deep to the first map of our second quarterfinal today, kicking off the Starladder Budapest Major for 2025. This is the culmination of a Counter-Strike year. It's where it ends. Holidays after this one for the players.
Roster changes for some.
Roster changes for some. Don't you start that conversation
Hey, it's already
now.
started. Twice to 100 Thieves, Pain, benching players. What's to come next?
That's the question.
Well, important to get this sorted before we get back underway. I want everybody making sure there's no technical issues.
No, thank you.
Got to sit in silence, no conversation with your teammates, no typing, none of that. Just have to sit and bask in the moment. And it's still so early for Vitality. You're probably thinking, how do we lose that force, right? This is our chance to start CT side extremely strong. 3-0 up. Well, now we're the ones who are in a bit of a spot of bother. We'll wait till we get these technical issues sorted as the admin almost went head over there. Tripping over a couple of wires. Watch your step.
Robs has slotted into this roster and it's only been up from there.
Yeah, the Midas touch, right?
I mean, truly, what a piece. I'm sure if you were asking any players about, you know, filling that role, Robs would be at the tip of the tongue. Vitality, the right roster for him.
Now let's talk about the alternative on the other side. Controllers a little bit more. The trumpet man's back.
Good to see you.
We got drummers, we got trumpets. I'm sure we'll have drums.
I'm sure.
Well, more drums, sorry. We already have it, yes.
Yes.
Extra drums. But Controllers is the man of the moment for the Mongols. Ooh, hold up a second. Maybe some good news. I don't want to speak too soon. Seeing things getting restarted in the server. All right, looks like we're good to go, everybody. Freeze time ticking on down. Thanks for bearing with us.
4th round of play underway. Let's go Budapest.
Lay of the land, financial situation. Vitality will be taking the save behind the saved guns. Remember, M4, Deagle, and Afamis in the mix. Should be the easiest of the lot for the Mongols. A must convert.
Nice idea, though.
It's a mid-runway being given. Flamesy will take a ramp space with the support of Rops on that M4. It's just Mezzi on B. Zawi floating window, so this is an A stack right now. He's going through the motions, the Mongols. We're able to get this mid control. Now, you'd love to see a piece of utility, right, to make this a little bit awkward for the Mongols, but that's not in play. So they're going to have to hope for your Vitality that they just waltz on in and you can get favorable multi-kills. Flash an event room, and this is what you'll see Controllers opting to do an awful lot on this T side. He's tasked with mid space alongside a 9-10 and Blitz. As A-Ramp has been fully infested now, even in towards T spawn, so they know where this is likely going to finish.
If Mezzi gets one, this snowball could turn into an avalanche. Progressing forward, bomb on the back of him, Zinho. Position noted from Mezzi, it's 9-10 onto the wound. There's the second, and the sight there's a fast flank. It may be a little subversive, the speed by which Flamesy's behind them.
I think you're just looking for a bit of damage right now.
Yeah, they weren't ready for that. But it doesn't matter. Quick to the draw. Mazinho puts him down.
Yeah, looking sharp.
Job done. Mission accomplished.
I think for a lot of this, there's only a couple of maps where Controllers has changed the positions, either on the T side or the CT side.
So for the most part, they've kind of plugged him into Senzu.
Yeah, exactly. And the fact he's got output as a player who's their highest rated from stage 3 coming into the playoffs, that's a great sign. Now, if he can keep that up, that would be crazy work. He's yet to find a frag, but the rest of them much more experienced in this level of environment. This is their 3rd consecutive major playoffs for the Mongols.
Yeah, I think Counter-Strike is still reeling from that donk delusion, expecting players to not succumb to the environment and pressures that come with a major playoff.
Yeah, well, a player like Controllers is a journeyman of the region, right? You've seen him play in a whole lot of Mongolian teams dating back since 2017.
certainly some experience,
Yeah.
not this experience.
Yeah, this is a whole different ball game. As we will get underway with the guns now. So
All
Mongols coming out on top of the finances after the force buy win. No AWP for ZywOo just yet. The same to be said for 9-10, but a whole lot of extra cash in the coffers. Lost bonus building for Vitality, sure. Bit of a slower default this time round. 9-10 and controllers will get top mid control blitz in through underpass. Techno putting pressure on B. Very important to try and bait out the utility on the extremities as early as possible. Sevi getting blocked later in the round as a nade lands for 30 damage. I think one of the things you want to avoid right now, Mongols, is Vitality springing a trap with that clamp down on middle.
You can see they are cautious. Not overexerting, not playing forward. That's what Blitz was waiting for. These protocol nades have been cycled through, siphoned out by the Mongols' default. Now they throw that window smoke, a replenish there. Top con, Apex in front. Hoping for a biff, hoping for a brawl. Nade and flash thrown in by Vitality, but he's going to be overlooked. An opportunity through the smoke. Controllers kept with that goose egg for a third. Slinking out again, this little contact out. It's Flamesy ready for Mazinho this time. Fool me once. Backs away CT. Blitz kicking up a fuss, trying to draw attention. Funky smoke, ZywOo can play around that, but a good find from Techno nonetheless. He's managed to break forward. Double from Techno, up and about, making it work on top of triple. Still uncomfortable, they will need to remove Flamesy, but he's got company. Mezzy's there and Flamesy puts the cherry on top.
Okay, Techno makes that interesting. Nice double short, able to get a couple of kills to force those rebuys, but Vitality will grab a rifle round. I'm sure we can say the first fully fledged one of those in this map so far. So Controller still yet to get going. Trying to entry through the smoke, found easily by Apex. And they just farm up the final two. So there you go. First rifle round falls in their favor, but still plenty of money for the Mongols buy. Will there be a change in pace this time round? Looks like Mazinho going to go fight over towards middle with Blitz. All boosted ramp to catch the cross.
Yeah, they're not going to get it. Flamesy, this is very committed with Robs as well. Position noted, Flames at his feet. There's a lot of pressure on the server already. Look at Apex. Such an audacious forward position. He's playing for it. He knows what you're up to. Empty, though, from Apex. Flamesy makes up for it. Good output from him.
They're out on A. Bomb will go down. It's going to be about the post plan.
Smoked off. That will limit Flames' contributions for a moment longer. It's Mezzy and ZywOo pathing towards CT.
Controllers has so many nades.
Oh, and he's throwing him out, but his back is turned. He looks vulnerable. ZywOo should have him. Caught with his nades in his hands. Another bound towards the ramp. And 9-10, a losing battle, overcome in numbers. They don't have his position, his coordinates just yet. Now they do. Reveals himself. Needed the second. It's Flamesy with impact. Back-to-back rounds defending his sight, this time from the mid.
Yeah, well handled there, especially after that bit of a mare from Apex over towards ramp at the start.
That looked like a gimme, didn't it?
Yeah, so they get into the side there, and Controller's not expecting that rotation to be so fast. He's throwing his util deep, and they're already past it, so that's the difference maker there.
Crouch.
But he had a full belt, right? If he was able to get that out, if he was able to block CT spawn, this could have been a different conversation. You could just see how caught off guard he is, and this is one of the factors. I think you're seeing the pressure early for this guy. As soon as he can get a frag underway, he can start building a little bit of confidence. But at the moment, still with nothing to his name, and he's given away a couple of openings. Not still favoring Vitality as we get back underway. Another 9-10 AWP. ZywOo left his AWP at spawn? Yeah, he did. Yeah, ZywOo had to go back to spawn to get his AWP. Okay, well.
That'll slow him down.
Not going to cost them just yet. It is another slow roll. Interesting out of the CT setups from Vitality. Apex is the man playing over towards A an awful lot. Flames is the guy helping with the mid fight, so firepower in mid.
Yeah, Blitz has been told by controllers that there's activity down there. He spouts away, finds Robs. Flamesy reveals and escapes. It's 9-10 Dorp he wants to trifle with. He's taking pot shots at Pixels and doesn't find him. Reset. Slow their roll. Still plenty of time in this round. He's looking for Mazinho. It finds him, but he actually uses it to great success! How's he got two there? The A-side defense collapses. ZywOo's running on out, knife out.
Fight has to be through CT spawn right now. ZywOo's here, Mezzy's going to join him.
How much can the Woo do? A two-man advantage. Mongols looking for that taste of victory once more.
Need to get that bomb and get it down.
Yeah, they're taking their time. And 910 didn't want to give up the angle. Still gives up his head. Zywoo removes one. Swings on through. Narrow miss through the box. Covered by the flames. Back his turn. Messi strikes for two. He can deny it all with a clutch. And he knows where Mazinho is. Low HP. Hard work. What a round!
Playing ahead of the time in there. Catching Messi off guard. He knew exactly where he was. And the young man delivers an impactful round for the Mongols.
It's the new haircut, I can tell you. Incredible, impeccable. Low HP, Chad.
There's a lot of high-level details that are going on right now. So in these rounds, we'll catch it again with Mazinho. So the nade comes in, he gets the first. The second on the Apex is absolutely brilliant. Then the bomb was left over towards Ticket. Blitz has to go back to get it. 910 taken off the line. Mezzi ahead of the molly again. And that is around when Mazinho plays before the defuse tap and fake can come in. So he knows he has to take the fight on the low HP, right? He has to be the one setting the tone, because if Mezzi's on the line, he's not getting past on 7 points of health. Timeout taken, X-Taz on the mic. But those details I'm talking about is they're having Flamesy start middle because they want to bait the Lurks into walking out A with Apex just hidden in the site.
Right.
Apex traditionally the connector player. So hoping that Mazinho overplays his hand, thinks that the site is clear, waltzes in, and Apex gets it for free.
All right, John, I'm back.
Naughty. The fact he gets two from the Palace fight as well, they were destined to find him.
The money's on the line again for Vitality early within this first half of play. They're being met out with 14, but it's not looking great, is it? MP9, 5-7. They lose this one. They are going to have to take an eco.
Puffing up his chest, but it's Blitz with an opening kill. He's done that in back-to-back rounds now. Found Robs in the previous.
It's been a lot of play over towards A. I wonder if they shift now and do something a bit more B-centric, see if they can knock on the door of Mezzi's site. Zywoo actually cheating over there, so this could be one of the plays from Vitality where they gamble, right? They say, okay, let's stack a site. If they finish here, great. If not, we save and we can play again into the next. Flamesy even starting to cheat away from A. That's more telling. Window smoke, top con. Now it's about sending out a feeler, right? You've got the man advantage.
A little bit of an angle there. It's actually Flamesy finding something through the smoke onto controllers. Maybe that leads Robs to an angle as well. He's catching a whiff. Oh, but 910 removes him. Got brought low, but 13 points of health enough. He adjusts. Flames in the cage. Thriving.
How's the game been going?
Techno brings him down, finds himself an upgrade of wide open sight. The red carpet rolled out for the A plant. Missed shot from the orb.
Honestly, oh shit! Watching this.
Smoke should enable that MP9 to get up close, but here comes Zywoo from the jungle position.
Watching this.
Pulls it back into
So I can see how my pick'ems go.
Still lingers in mid. Pressure onto Techno is high. Especially now they know where he is. Brought down by Zywoo.
Hey, man, to win this.
There's surely no way. Sure, the smoke is cleared. You got two to find, staying active. The bomb planted for you, but you've missed your chance. Now they know it's Zywoo.
3 in the round there from the Woo.
Nice try, nice try.
Impactful round. Diffuse comes through. No dramas there. And the money will not be broken for Vitality.
Oh, he made the strafe in time to retrieve 910's orb. The only way to make that was with the movement.
Okay, so they hold on. Controller still having a tough go of things. Hate to keep pointing it out here, but 0 and 6 at the moment. This one caught in the chaos, not ready for that swing out jungle. Zywoo takes down Mazinho for free. There's so much pressure. The smoke top con, 910 waiting for it to fade. And Apex lets out a roar. So in the game so far, Mongols have been very clutch. I think it's 10 over the 4 or 5 maps that they'd played previously. See if it will have to be a factor again against Vitality. Now their money's a little bit ropey. Tech 9s are plenty. Couple of Galils. This might be more pack heavy, less default spread. Techno trying to make it look the same as a default. Just being a nuisance. Annoying this side of the map, keeping Mezzi's comms flowing, keeping him cycling through those nades for the block. Get out top middle again. Not just smokes available. Is it just going to be for mid controls? I was starting to search. He's on his own right now. He doesn't have any support.
Yeah, and he's just playing on this tiny sliver gap, a reaction speed test. Blitz gets across unscathed. Orb's whereabouts now noted.
It's going to be a P-split.
Looks like it will be a test for Mezzi's side. Robs has arrived.
And Zywoo as well.
Got the right pieces in the right place, but ooh, a bullet goes both ways. Bench under scrutiny, there's the Zywoo warp, there's the Mezzi double. Completely repelling the Mongolian invaders.
Chalk it up, boys.
In a Vitality 5th round seems
Let's go next.
Just trying to get a couple
Next?
of extras, but
Let's go next.
And brought down by Apex.
Okay, well handled there from Vitality. It's a class round. Does now put them in control of the finances here. Everybody just hovering around that 2K mark for the Mongols. So with 2,400 coming into the next, they'll take the eco now and then buy going forward. But Mara, he's the man getting all the credit at the moment. The community baffled by the fact that the Mongols can lose Senzu, find controllers, 28 years of age, journeyman in the Mongolian scene, plug him in, and it's good enough to make the playoffs at the most stacked major playoff of all time. So
it is pretty stacked.
Be bolstered by a couple of flashes. In a situation like this, you got to hope you can catch these B defenders off guard, but you got a fat chance of that. Should be the easiest of the round so far for Vitality.
Yeah, and for Mongols, when they saw that draw, I'm sure they weren't the most excited to see the team they played in the grand finals.
Yeah, I think this side of the bracket is a bit more stacked than the other. Falcons already sent home. Spirit march on to the semi-winner of this plays them on Saturday. But Fury, the #1 team in the world right now, on the other side, they've still got to get through some tasks of their own. So set up now, they might even want to play in this smoke, pop through and try and get a plan. That'd be great.
Yeah, Rops is here though, shouldn't have too many issues. Even with the flashbang in his face, he manages to connect. Mezzi's whereabouts noted, but no problem.
Blender.
Oh, no, opponents, they shred through them. Extends their advantage. Guns will be coming back out.
Maybe there's a pace change now, because you think the role of the Mongols in a lot of these defaults, rather than just doing the classic spread, get that top mid control, have blitz through underpass, and they've been doing a decent job in finding opening picks through blitz. So maybe they want to stick with the same game plan, but Mara's opportunity to get on the microphone. And as mentioned, he's the man of the moment. Everybody looking at him for the system. When you hear Mazinho talking about him, yeah, he says, oh, he's been playing Counter-Strike for 25 years. We do what he says. You got any questions, you ask the boss. He's been with the Mongols project forever, throughout organizational shifts. Finding his most success in the last year and a bit.
And the little snippets we get from the players,
Hold
you know,
on,
often
right
levying
There's
a
somebody
lot of
at
the
my
praise
door.
and attributing a lot of their success to Mara, the man behind that magic, but often describing Mara's system as one that's focused on firepower. And with controllers yet to post a frag, that starts to look alarming. Can he have at least a kill at the end of this half?
You don't want to harp on it, right? But when he was the highest rated player in stage 3, you need something.
Okay, we're going to see a little bit of a potential collision course set for middle. It's Apex, Zywoo, both kind of poking their nose out, seeing what they can find out, and Flamesy gets info for free.
He's playing smoke jiggle there, so Techno draws that out. Mazinho doesn't activate through apps, but B apps control taken, so...
God, they're proactive today.
That's a lot of moves within the early stage, so this will settle in now at the minute and 20. And it is a slower roll again, but when some of those CT aggressors come your way, you kind of have to sit back and wait, see if there's more. Set up on the radar right now. I feel that this might be another B finish, right? Blitz and controllers over towards B. Normally those two working together for mid space. Techno top mid with the bomb. 9-10 out towards the island box, and Mazinho's starting to float back over now, so... They want to try B again.
Time soon to become a factor. As he last of his grenades thrown out, and it's bang on the money, right between the two of them. 100 damage is ringing, now charging into the site. Zywoo from way downtown chips in. Messi goes down.
Uh-oh, double for Mazinho.
He breaks through with one fell swoop of his rifle. Little wounded from those nades in the exchange. It's Apex
finds him though.
Mazinho down. Flames
See what we can do here.
Side. An attempted boost, it's getting clunky, fumbled, but Controllers has found a frag.
Let's go!
Down. Awkward now, Apex clawing it back, keeps it level, but that time, that bomb is ticking. Apex running in, Zywoo's gone down, and that boost pays off.
That was only a matter of time. Controllers get something, and impactful for the 5th round. Can still tie this up at the halftime break. That was a hard-fought round. You can see Vitality knowing the finances, knowing how deep we are in that first half. They can definitely give that retake a go. It's a nice clear of the smoke there. Connector and Zywoo finding that pick up short, but it's not enough. It's Mazinho, as you mentioned, a double kill. Kid have an impact in the clutch, but this time in the openers towards that B bomb site. I've been talking about controllers as the highest rated player, well, Mazinho's been number 2. So we remember him on the big stages early on in his career looking shaky. Not anymore.
Creeping into the side from the short side, left and right.
Here he is, his first 2 controllers. One of the things, you sit back, you watch the demos, you look at this guy play throughout stage 3, and he was steady with the aim. So finally, the account is open.
And honestly, that's kind of all you need for this half. You know, if your team have got yourself 5 rounds to each side, you're laughing. You can shake it off now. You're growing accustomed to this environment.
This might be quick on A.
Could very well be. Look at the start. Blitz trying to sell it. Puffing up his chest in middle. Look at controllers. He's the first man in. Flamesy got a lot to do. They're already set up for his poke of the nose from this bout position. Tucked in dark. Nades in support for the flash. That's lovely team play. Apex sets up Flames and they deny the first. A push. Oh, Zywoo's quick to the scope. Catches Blitz trying to pincer in. Job done. Round likely won. 5 members of Vitality still alive. And Robs, he's gone walkabout. Here's it, sounds the alarm, lets him know he's got a free frag if they go mid.
Yeah, completely cut them off it. Zoe went through underpass, Mezzi's still over towards B. There's absolutely no way back in for this one for the Mongols.
Don't say never.
You
Oh,
won't
well.
believe the communication from Techno. Zywoo's underpass. And that does certainly seal the deal. The bomb now disconnected from 9-10, and he's walking to his demise. Beautiful start to this quarterfinal. A 7-5 half competitive. Will it remain that way when we return and swap those sides?
Who plays tomorrow? Because, oh shit. I think this one's done and dusted. Navi, FaZe, Mouse. I could hate watch FaZe. But I got FaZe winning this game because you can never count out FaZe. But man. There really were no, like, crazy things. I mean, every team that I thought, minus G2, would make playoffs. Who knows? But low-key, I'm in there because I kind of want to just eat and lay down. Be active. Being in this chair right now is not good for me. Because I need to keep movement around. I need to be active. My legs are just going to keep on getting worse and worse if I just sit down after leg day. But thank you boys so much for watching this stream. I hope y'all did enjoy it as much as I did. Make sure y'all head on over to youtube.com/ImErixkToo. Hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, head on over to twitch.tv/ImErixkToo and hit that follow button. We greatly appreciate it. We're on a mission to reach 250 followers by the end of the year. And when we do, I don't know, something will be waiting for y'all. That sounds ominous. But I swear it's not. But anyways, as always, you beautiful people, as I continue eating, y'all stay safe. Drink water. I almost choked out a piece of rice.